Well, hello everybody, and welcome to the show today. Glad to have you with us. We're going to be doing a little bit of one shot here, but the next couple of weeks, but that's fun. Um, Kind of put me on the spot here. I have 1 minute to make decisions on what game system we're going to be using, but hey, my brain works, so we'll see. But other than that, Bill has reminded me, which I do appreciate, on the week of I guess that would be from Bugbear's Basements. I mean, from Night Owls. So, in the week of the 14th, I will not be here. And actually, I'm going to have to cancel that too. So, actually, I won't be able to do the Drawn and Quartered either. So, wow. Okay. So, it'll be from the 11th. But I'll be back on the 21st, though, because I do have to fly over to the European continent. But it is what it is. Yeah, I don't know what to call it. You remember I went to Germany a couple months ago, right? Um,
Malta.
well, I did Malta too, but that was
That's
separate.
Yeah.
I remember.
Separate. But that was separate though. That was I had an opportunity from a friend who worked for a big company, and they had
Uh,
they had a private charter, and he was like, "Dude, you want a seat?" I was like, "Sure." It's expensive, because I don't pay for myself to fly to Europe. Others do. You see, that's how that
Mhm.
works, Bill. But I did go to Germany because they're kind of, I don't know what to call it. It's not maybe you call it a lecture series. I don't think I'd call it a tour, because a tour would be consistent, wouldn't it?
yeah, it's called a Liechtenbaden.
Okay,
Yeah, I was gonna
that's
say
right.
there's probably some very unnecessarily long German word for
I'm
it.
sure there is, yeah. But over the next year and a half, even 2 years, I guess, there's just a bunch of conferences that are happen anyway, and the group I'm working with on the textbook stuff decided to go to them and ask a whole bunch of us to give a speech on what we had wrote in our contribution of the book, and I was like, okay, fine, because they're paying for the flight and the hotel and per diem and stuff like that, and I'm like, yeah,
Yeah, sure. Why not? I'd
yeah,
do
why
it.
not?
Mm-hmm.
And actually, I think I probably sit and talk, stand up and talk in front of people better than I write. So,
Go
it's kind of
figure.
well, it's kind of where it's kind of my I don't know what sweet spot, I guess you call it. That's what I'm really good at, is talking to large rooms of people. So
Yeah.
what's this? The internet thing makes sense.
Should have been a rapper.
Oh, dude, I would have been an awesome rapper, man. You could just call me Saltine.
Mm-hmm.
Saltine.
Hmm.
I
DJ
like it.
DJ
Saltine.
Saltine, yeah, man. And of course, I do come out of the hip hop age. People laugh when I was like, "You're all youngsters." I was there at the dawning. Yeah,
We all
Was
know.
there when the Beastie Boys went platinum.
before, dude, way before the
Oh,
Beastie Boys. I do
oh yeah, I
remember.
know.
I do remember in high school when we had our dances. You know how they'd force us to go to these dances with girls. I do remember dancing to the new Boy group that had come drop the tune, and I remember the teachers didn't like that song very much. So yeah, yeah. So that was high school age. So that's when Beastie Boys
Remember?
came out, I guess.
Yeah, I remember one teacher was like, "They just rip off Led Zeppelin." It's like, yeah,
Yeah, yeah.
they did.
Mm-hmm.
I
They
had
did. It's all right.
Well, dude, I had this one teacher, and I'm sure we all had this teacher, right? But this one teacher who she was the hottie in the school, right? I mean, just that dripping, hot ass teacher, right? And the
Mhm.
funny thing is that her son was actually a friend of mine, and it's difficult to go over and visit his house when you got such a hot mom. Uh, but then again, he had a lot of friends. Hmm. Anyway,
I bet.
I bet he did. But anyway, she was super hot. But of course, what class was he in charge of? Yeah, you guessed, GOP. The mega hot teacher in class, Mrs. Stevenson. Oof. What do you think she taught?
Well, I'm hoping PE.
Oh no, that would have been great.
It
No,
was sex education.
no, that would have been nice too. No, humanities.
Oh no! Oh my God!
Mm.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
Yep. So we got to listen to all kinds of classical music, and we had to read Shakespeare, and she'd go on these, these difference between Ionic and Dorian columns. Uh,
Yeah.
wow,
You all right there, bud?
coffee, wrong tube. Okay,
Uh-oh.
okay, I'm better. uh,
Okay.
but it was funny because she actually, oh my God, she wore an ascot. I've never seen anyone wear
Oh.
one so well. Oh, Mrs. Stevenson.
It-
Who was your sexy teacher? Everyone's had one. There's always a sexy teacher.
Oh, Mrs. Blackman was physical science.
Ooh,
She was something else. She very cute, very pretty, and very athletic build, um, and she wasn't a very aware teacher. She was she kind of didn't really. Well, let's say me and my buddy Dusty were taking shots of Malibu during most of the movies in class. That was kind of where I
as you
was at
do,
in those days.
as you do.
Yeah, as you do.
Hmm.
Um, and then she wasn't too fond of me. I thought I was cute and you know and like charming.
Yeah, yeah,
And then she said, "I bet you are going to have a career working at a gas station." I was like,
oh,
"Oh,
that's
burn!"
you get it.
I was so burned.
Get him, Miss Blackman.
So she
That's
was more
good.
observant than I thought. She just was like, "Forget it. I'm just not going to deal with this schmuck." So
Well, I mean, I teach high school kids too, and it's hard to understand how anyone. You know how you hear those teachers that we're in a relationship, right? I've taught high school kids for 2 decades, and it's like, yeah, no, never.
that's definitely arrested development there on that part. It's
Uh,
just messed up. It's messed up.
yeah, like
Lady.
Hey,
they're so
hey,
incomplete
lady.
humans. But the
Yeah.
thing with Miss Stevenson, I remember Mrs. Stevenson, is like I said, I was friends with her son, and his name was Leaf. They were Scandinavian, and
Oh.
Hey.
he actually is, of course, blonde, but he had like a white splotch in the front of his head. He was born with it, and
Hmm.
his hair had a white splotch in it. Right?
Yeah.
It was
Yeah.
quite
I've
unique.
seen that. Yeah.
But I remember they went through a divorce, and of course, it sucked for Leaf. But after, when I was doing university stuff, I had come back to a party talking to Leaf, and they found he had found out finally, why she had got the divorce as an adult, and it was she was in an affair with the band director. Now you have to
Mm.
Mm.
understand here, this is a very weird revelation for me. I'm just kind of keying in on the keyword that I put in today, because she is, fairly tall. She's shorter than I was, but she's fairly tall, Scandinavian beauty. I mean, my God. The band director was a giant, rotund black man.
Oh.
There you
Okay.
Yeah,
go.
who wore clogs. I remember.
Hmm.
So I was like, oof, that one hurt. Yeah, that's a painful thing for a kid, right? I think. You with the band director? What? Oh well.
Clog wearing
Mm.
bland director. A man who wears clogs.
Love will keep you together.
Well, or
Mm.
break you apart, lady. Hello, how you doing?
I'm sorry. I was trying to get a nap in because I've been up since 1 o'clock this morning
Oh,
after going to
Oh.
bed
why?
at 9 o'clock last night.
Why?
I I could not sleep anymore, and I tried throughout the day trying to just lay down and rest. I knew I was going to be up late tonight, and
Yeah, I don't
just
sleep
couldn't do it.
either. Yeah, I understand that.
After 5 hours in bed of sleep, my hip will start hurting. If I don't get up, it'll hurt for the rest of the day. So,
Yeah, no,
Mm.
I understand 100%. It's yeah, that's the problem with getting older, lady. You just don't sleep a lot.
Well, Chester, I think the only logical course of action is for you to make tonight as boring as possible so lady can get some sleep.
Well,
no,
No,
I got yelled at
you
no.
got
last
to keep
week,
me awake. I got
so
to have drama in my life.
all right, fine. But all right, so Let's go ahead and get started with it, I guess. So I'm going to do one shot today. What am I going to do? Hold on a second here. Hold on. Sorry, I had to sneeze. Okay. So what am I going to do? All right, this is what I'm going to do. All right, let's see if this works. Let's see if this functions. All right, everybody, take out a piece of paper and a pencil and a D20.
Oh shoot, homework.
Yeah.
Yay, homework. Get my D20.
No.
EOP
Oh,
was the
tonight
kid that everyone beat
the
up after class. Okay.
Yeah. Well, deal with it. But
No, I'm good. I'm good.
all right.
was
So
Hindu?
everyone's got your paper
I
and
might.
your pencil. All right. This is what you do. Let's do the yeah. Okay, let's do that. All right. So this is what I want you to do. I want you to take 12 points, and I want you to distribute them amongst any skill, actual practical skill that you want. That you think you need. I'm going to run a one shot today that is set in the modern world, completely normal. And you guys are all yeah, you're just normal people. So don't make yourself like the badass police guy or the secret agent. You're just normal. Maybe one of you works at a gas station, another one makes donuts, whatever. You're normal people living in a normal little city. Small city, not a big one, not a small one, not a town, a small city. So take 12 points, maximum four in any skill if you really want to min max, but you don't know what you're going to do. So, but take those 12 points and put them into any kind of skill you think your person has: driving, cooking,
Juggling.
athletics, juggling, music, whatever.
All right.
Although I would say you should have at least one skill that would relate to combat. Maybe hunting or karate
Marksman.
training, marksman, or whatever. Some from those military days. Maybe you have one skill that I would have at least one, combat related skill. One, at least one. And so spend those points, and we'll wait
How
while
many
they do
different
that.
skills do you want us to have?
Whatever you have 12 points, you could have 12 with one in each. It's up to you. Yeah. You're just keeping the only real criteria is keep in mind that you are in a modern world, you're a normal person, but you do have some kind of combat training of some kind. It could be just simple judo, the PE class you had in school and you took judo, whatever, right? Could be the community kung fu lessons from Mr. Chan. And Dave is here. He had to feed the dog. Well, thanks, Dave. I'm going to do my best not to be boring for Dave today. I want to make Dave happy. It's my goal in life. Just let me know when you're done. I always make the kids in class raise their hand and say, finished. Well, any opportunity to give them to speak English, right?
Mm-hmm.
And they have to raise their hand, answer a question. They have to say me or what have you.
Okay. I'm done.
Okay.
Okay.
Ladies done. I think Bill has fallen into a well, I don't know what's the beer from his area. He's probably drinking Michelob, knowing him.
Don't drink.
Well,
Is he home this week or is he
I
at
am. I'm
Cap.
home tonight. No,
Yeah.
I'll have 5 months on Monday. No, Friday.
sober.
Yeah,
Oh, good for you, dude.
yeah.
I
It's
drink
changed
maybe
quite a
once
bit.
every year or two.
Yeah. No,
So,
I don't at all
yeah.
anymore. I just caused too much drama in my life. So, all right. So,
You finished?
yeah, I have a. Do you want to hear it?
No.
Okay.
No. Okay. Then,
I didn't want to tell you. Ah!
well, I'm glad. Next, write down next to that. because they should have pluses next to them, right? So you like say you took cooking 2 or whatever, right? Next, what I want you to do is I want you to take 6 talents. Now, what I mean by talents is things that are inborn, like observant, tough, fast, strong, uh, you know, fearless, things like that. These kinds of
Arts.
adjective.
Yeah.
Yeah. Just take 6 points of those, maximum 2. So you're gonna have to have at least 3. And these are in essence representing the stats, strength, dexterity, constitution. In essence, just wanted a little bit more broad. I like the broader thinking of modern role playing. Actually, I do appreciate it because these are things that you'll be able to apply to your role. Because what we're doing is creating potential roles of the D20, right?
Yeah.
So just give yourself what we'll call talents. We've got skills, we've got talents. We don't need no damn stinking stats. We'll just wait for them to finish with that. So Dave, what kind of dog you got, Dave? I got a miniature schnauzer. His name is Orin, and he's a good pup. He's getting slow though, dude. He's definitely he's hit the wall without question. But he's a good pup though.
What's the quantity? What's the number we're working with?
Well, you have 6 points to spread
Six
amongst that,
points.
maximum
Okay.
2 in anything.
Okay.
So you could break it down just 3, 3 talents, 3 things that you're just naturally good at the maximum, at the minimum, and maximum you could have 6 separate, little things. Clever, whatever. Things that we can when we run into a situation you can say, well, I'm clever, so I'm going to apply this to trying to open the lock, or I'm observant, or whatever, thing like that. It's just in the kind of, we all have talents, right? Mine would certainly be a musical ear, I guess, is what I'd write down for myself, because I am good at that, just kind of naturally, you know.
Okay.
Yeah, everyone has these things, right?
Yeah. All right.
Okay, so ladies done, GOP's done. Bill,
Unless that's Stephanie.
you are the spaz. Am I not allowed? Lizzo said I can't say that anymore because she got yelled at. I'll just use the word retard.
Yes, because that's more
Not
acceptable.
not supposed to do that one either.
For some reason, I don't know why not. Retarded simply means, your skills have been reduced. Makes sense.
Mhm.
Good word.
It's called.
That's why
I
you
use.
can't use it.
Well, yeah, but
Yeah.
if I was saying tard, okay, well maybe you freaking tard. That makes sense. But
I'm
retarded.
done.
Oh, you're done finally. Thank
I'm
God.
done,
Uh,
Senor Lelo.
okay, now last, but certainly not least, I want you. I want you guys to. No, we'll do this in play. We'll do the last part in play. All right. So, give your character a name and a job, or whatever you do for your career. And unless you're GOP, who's probably playing a 14-year-old girl or boy.
What? What? Since when have I ever played that?
I don't know. It just the Hobbit came to my mind. That
Oh,
you, you
okay.
you you just in my mind you're a very short, small, hairy person.
Well, that's because Tower keeps describing me as a hobbit or as a dwarf,
Yes.
and I'm like, I am not short. I don't know
Well, don't
why.
don't mess with my illusion now.
I know. I shouldn't. I
Yes.
shouldn't.
So give yourself a job and whatever, and your name, and we all are going to live in the city of. I don't know what should we call it. Well, we'll call it Black Rock would be cool, so we're going to call it Brownstone. That's better.
Okay.
We're all in the small city of Brownstone. So, Bill, who are you, sir?
Um, my name is Blake
Yeah.
uh, Jorgensen,
Yes.
and I am a para with the local clinic. So I assist the doctors, see patients, make evaluations, take notes, that kind of thing.
Like a
I
paralegal.
Yeah, but a para MD. Just don't have all the haven't finished
Yeah, I
my
get it.
education.
Yeah, I
So,
get it. Yeah.
but I used to drive an ambulance, and then when in college, and then have moved on and keep working my way up the medical field ladder. He's very nimble, or precise, inquisitive, focused personality. Um, so, but for hobbies, he likes camping, hunting, mixed martial arts, and that's it.
Makes sense. Sounds good. Well, we have Blake, lady.
Hi, my name is Mary
Oh, okay.
Corbin.
Mary. Oh,
I was born of I'm born in September, so I'm a Virgo.
oh God. Oh my.
I am a music teacher, by the way. I love music. Don't we all love music?
We do.
Of course, being a teacher, you have those months during the summer that you just have nothing to do. So I secretly run a 1-800, yeah, come and pet me
Oh,
line.
okay. The today's boss battle is with lady.
Lady.
What?
All right. Well, what's your job though? A teacher, music teacher, right?
I'm a music
Uh,
teacher.
and what's her
Teacher,
name?
yeah. Mary.
Mary, just
Mary
straight
Corbin.
Mary. That's right. My that freaked me out when he said it. For some reason, my brain Corbin. I don't know, Cthulhu. Uh, all right. So Mary Corbin, the
I'm a
music
Virgo.
teacher. She's a Virgo, and she also has a side business where she.
You're
I
doing
don't.
a summer when I'm off work.
I think they call those OnlyFans today, but I get you. I understand.
I
From
don't know.
yeah, our generation, I understand. And what kind of
Gotta make money, honey.
what kind of talents does she have? What did you choose for talents?
Of course, okay. Talents. She's clever.
Hmm.
She has strong endurance. She's perceptive and fast.
There you go. That's good. That's good. Okay. GOP.
My name is Pete Boggedy.
Pete Boggedy.
Pete
Eight.
Boggedy.
Eight
Pete
Voggedy.
Boggedy.
Yes.
And I am a part-time dog catcher / computer repairman.
All right.
Yeah.
And your talents,
Uh,
sir?
so I put 2 into intelligence, 2 into strength, 1 into like dexterity, and 1 into con. I that's just the way I put it. If it needs to be more specific than that, that's fine. But that's why I have it set up.
Okay. Okay. That sounds good. All right. So it's Sunday morning. It's 11:30 in the morning, and all of you are sitting in the local uh, uh, Jesus Saves Protestant church in your town because everyone goes to the church. There's two, but you ain't no damn Catholic, so whether you're religious or not doesn't matter. And of course, being an American, we all get that. Uh, so you guys are sitting in service. The preacher is boring as usual, and you're there by yourself or with a significant other, a family member, whatever. Yeah, you're just at the morning, service, showing your face as you're supposed to. And maybe you're a very religious person, or maybe you just use it for networking, or maybe just because of peer pressure, you're supposed to be there, right? But as you guys sit in church, and Boggedy is you have itches, so deal with those. But I just you feel like a person who has itches. But as you guys are sitting there, um, uh, all three of you have the same vision, and you see the preacher starts kind of stuttering, and his skin begins to crawl and bubble. and you see little tendrils just kind of erupting from the skin of the face and out through the clothing, and it just second by second it grows and becomes more and more horrific, and you're like, what the hell is going on? Something is happening to the priest. It's desperate. It's desperate. So what I want you guys to do is give me a madness roll.
Okay.
So roll a d20, and add anything, whether it be skill or talent, that you think would apply to a roll of madness.
Ooh, oh, I rolled nat 20. Is that good?
That is good.
Let's see. I have 2 intelligence. I don't know, or I have a con. So
Well,
would
now
that
sure,
all
being
be
clever or have intelligence, that would make sense. Use that.
okie
Perception.
dokie?
6 plus 2, so that's 8.
Okay. All righty.
Well, I rolled an 18, so this would put me with the
No,
2
you're fine.
intelligence 20.
That's fine.
Yeah.
So you two guys are able to compose yourself, and it literally the vision fades away as into smoke. Literally, you see that happen, and then everything looks normal again. No one else in the congregations is having any reaction except for the lady down the way that Boggedy thing that music teacher. She's pretty sexy. She is. She's pretty sexy, and you swear you've heard her voice before. But she starts freaking out, and she's go ahead and freak out. The priest is in desperate danger. Something supernatural is happening, Miss Corbin.
I'm sorry. Was that not good enough?
Oh no, it was not. No, you failed. Yeah, you rolled an 8. Yeah.
Look at it! Oh! Someone call! Someone help him! Oh, the devil's coming! The devil's coming! Oh, Lord!
So she's black. Write that down. So that's good. So she stands up. She's literally freaking out. And she's pointing at the priest and saying the devil. The people around her try to help and calm her, and you do calm down. The vision's gone, by the way, lady. Now, but that was real. You don't care what anyone is saying around you. That you saw that. You that was happening to the
I'm
priest.
sorry.
Now they try to get you some, various people like, oh, calm down, she's got the spirits or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Some lady out of her purse, of course, has a little tankard of whiskey, yeah, which is good.
Oh, yeah,
And
take a sip of that.
you do, and they try to
Fanny
calm you
myself.
down. Of course, it
This
ends
is
We
the
got the
ser.
vapors now.
You do have
this
the
is Pente-
vapors.
this is a
It's just the vapors.
Pentecostal, right? We're doing a
Yeah,
Pentecostal church. Is that
no,
Yeah,
it's
there's
oddly or not, it's not.
okay?
yeah,
I
there's
love
no
that.
air conditioning, and we just have little fans.
That's right. That's right.
It's one of
Oh,
Uh,
yeah,
those.
I've got my fan going.
So this obviously ends the service, and the preacher does come over and tries to console you and see. He's actually, you guys have known him, probably your whole life, and he's a nice guy. He's trying to help you out and stuff, and
Keep him at
uh,
Well,
arm's length.
amen.
being a medical professional, I'm gonna definitely come over see how she's doing.
Oh,
Hey, just have her before we leave. Sit down. Let me check your pulse. Can you maybe we should go somewhere a little bit more private and just see
Private.
how you're feeling.
sure. And you get you do so. They actually do move you into the rectory at the front of the church, more
Without the
private.
preacher, right?
Of course, everyone's chattering outside. You are
Everybody talking.
well. Hold on a second,
Maybe
lady.
want
Yeah, everyone, of course, does. This is like I said, it's a big town, small city type of place, and you are this is the Protestant church, so everyone here knows each other probably most of their life, and everyone knows that you are a medical person. They all know this. So you go in, you do take her pulse. It is racing. It is racing. But then again, so's yours, right? You were able
Okay.
to keep your shit together, but you don't know that you saw the same thing she did until you have a
Take
conversation.
my fan, wad it up, and hit him with it. Did you not see that? She starts
Well,
describing it.
hey, Mary, hold on. Just take some deep breaths. Hold it in. Okay, let it out. Now, is it just Mary and I here, or is Pastor Dave here with us too?
Pastor Dave is
No,
Whatever.
here.
Pastor.
Yes, he is here. Yes,
Okay.
as well
So
as
Oh,
tell.
but
as
he
well as
doesn't
the
talk.
organ player,
Well, that's
Miss
Mary. She's the,
No, well, yeah, that might be Mary. Yeah, you're right. So who else will be here? Uh,
oh
uh
the
well,
choir leader.
we gotta have, yeah, the choir leader, Miss Crotchety is here.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's here.
Miss Crotchety.
hmm
Well, if the preacher's there, she won't say a word.
Okay.
I, as the local dog catcher, I would be going there to make sure that if she acts crazy, I can.
No, Boggity. There's actually, this is a great opportunity for you to help Ms. Green out. Because it's such a weird situation. Miss Green always needs help from you.
Miss Green, do you need me to help with anything?
Mr. Bucket, I think I'm fine. As she tries to sheepishly move as fast away from you as possible.
Yeah, you don't need don't got no air conditioning. I'd help.
Oh shit! All right,
Yep, I'm
so
doing that to you tonight. You're
that's fine,
welcome.
dude. I'm all right. I'm okay.
Yep.
Uh, I got the black lady with the vapors, and I got the well, whatever.
Mhm.
All right, so Bill,
Yep.
you do your thing. She calms down. She's fine. And obviously there's very concerns from the pastor, and but eventually everyone goes back to their normal life. 3 days pass. It's now Wednesday. All of
What
you.
time of the year is it?
Well, I guess you guys are telling me it's summer, so it's summer.
Mhm.
Uh,
It's summer, but
yeah,
I do
obviously.
say, now, Mary, you can always visit me at the clinic if you have another episode. I would be
I love that
happy to
voice.
see you.
Oh
And we'll
God,
take care of you, my dear.
that's not the image I had. All
Oh, it's
right.
No, we need
Blake Jorgensen. I was also a tennis pro in college.
Oh God.
yeah,
So
probably. Either way.
Wednesday, you guys all wake up. It is 4 a.m. And you are in a sweat such a heavy sweat that your bed is literally wet. Your pillow, your sheets are absolutely soaked. And you didn't have one of those accidents you had when you were a kid, Mr. Bogarty. No, this is just sweat. And you all had exactly the same vision. There was some gigantic monster that was literally just sliding and glomming its way through the town, just dropping tentacles on people. And as they picked it up, it was licking them off of the tentacle and devouring people. This gigantic, monstrous mass of writhing horror.
My word.
Yes. And it really obviously bothered you. Like I said, you guys are just thick with sweat, and the bed is absolutely soaked. You have to get up and change your sheets at a
And,
minimum.
I must help myself to a jar of pickle juice. And I need those electrolytes replenished.
Oh my God.
I wake up
Uh-huh.
and I frantically
This voice
grab the.
sucks. I can't do it.
I frantically grab my shotgun from under my pillow
You do. You do. Yes.
and just
Yes.
swing it around wildly.
That's right. That's as you
Yes.
do. Mary?
hmm
Well, I get up and turn on all the lights in the house.
Not even.
Of
Oh
course.
Lord!
I look outside
Mhm.
if there's any big monsters out there.
There are not, ma'am. And I also have made a decision that brownstone is somewhere in Georgia.
That's good.
Yeah,
We're world building right now. This
we
is good.
are. We are.
Well,
Oh,
I'll go out to the
go in
window.
the
I mean, I'll
kitchen
go.
and get me some peach pie,
There's a big
a
comp.
peach cobbler, or something peach anyway for Georgia. Um,
It's a pecan.
Okay.
I go
Now,
down. No, I get in the attic and I pull down my archery set.
oh yeah, that's how you do that. Yeah. Now, as you guys are trying to calm down and figure out what's going on, because this is twice now that you've had this, this Lovecraftian image. right? But this time, as you guys come down with your cup of coffee, tea, whiskey, whatever it is, but your archery set, as you come down, you come to a realization of something. And and at this moment, what I want you to do, we're gonna gain three here, but this will be the first one. You gain an asset. Now, this is going to be a passive asset. This asset is some special ability. It might be it can be paranormal, but it's going to be subtle, right? It's not, throw the car at things through the air, not that level. It's a subtle thing, but you have gained a gift, let's call it, or an asset. So everybody choose that, a passive one.
Passive.
Can it be like a true sight?
Sure,
A,
that would be very good choice, actually.
Could I do like a sense entity kind of thing, like where I can kind of like
Well, that
track if there's
same thing he
something
just
around?
chose. That's true sight. Yeah.
copycat.
Okay,
Yeah.
I
No, it's
can't.
not a
I
bad
can't.
choice. It's not a bad choice, actually. Lady?
I'm
It's a crucifix.
thinking, should it work with my talents or skills?
If you're a meta player, of course it would.
Golden
What does that
microphone.
mean, meta player, anyway?
Someone who's always
Educate me.
doing the math to make sure everything works together in the most synchronous way possible.
Chester.
That's not reality.
That was the best definition ever for meta player. You should write that down, GOP.
I'll listen to this again later. And
Thank you.
yeah,
Yes. Chester quotes. We should create a little teeny thin book. It's about 3 pages long.
As awkward as a pregnant woman on roller skates.
Oh, damn.
Quoth the Chester.
Lady?
No, that one can't be in the book. Give me another example of passive.
Well, why don't we just do this and make it easy?
Mickey Slippers.
Well, no, let's just make it easy. You all get true sight.
Okay.
That actually works well for what's boiling in my brain right now. That makes perfect sense. And you gain it as you guys are calmed down, and you all kind of either you're walking to the bathroom or whatever. You pass by a window, and you see wisps of spirits, maybe, or something just moving outside the house. And they're at a little bit of a distance, but yeah, you're like,
It's the rapture.
it
It's the
is.
rapture.
It possibly is the rapture. And you all of you are kind of put aback by it. And as your day goes, you try to go about your day normally. You're all adults here, but throughout the day, you keep getting these visions, not like the one you had with the pastor or the one you woke up from the dream, but just seeing things that should not be there, and you're starting to freak out. You're starting to freak out.
I
You're
We're seeing like elements of the atmosphere changing, or are we seeing like little creatures out of the corner of our eyes that you can't
well,
track exactly, or are we seeing
right now, I would say mainly you're seeing what seems to be wispy spirits. But yeah, out of the corner of your eye, it seems to be something writhing in a corner here or there. But when you go to look
well,
at it, it's no longer there.
my character is not taken aback because he's read all about this on internet forums,
That's fair.
so
It is
he
fair.
is completely prepared.
That's right.
well,
With that, with that we're going to give you a special +1 talent. Go ahead and write this down, GOP.
Okay,
GOP, write down online forums +1.
all right.
Okay. You guys go through the day and you get home and you're still seeing this stuff, and the work day is done, and you got through the day. You're freaking out. Something is going on with you,
would
and
I?
well,
Oh, I'm
well,
sorry.
the other people around you seem to be acting just as they always do. It's just
Okay.
you. Although GOP and Bill, you saw something at church, even though you didn't say anything. You
Mhm.
don't know each other saw it, but you know Mary did. But what are you going to do?
Mm, okay. Well, I'm going to reach out to Mary. I'll look up the church directory, find her in there.
Yeah.
And while I'm calling her, I'm gonna go online and look up these delusions, specifically seeing ghosts, spirits, or whatnot, and just
Wow. I bet
give
you
Mary a
wish you had a
call.
+1 to do that.
I bet I did. I really would. But I'm not going on a forum. I'm just doing. I do have a +1 with inquisitive
Yep.
mind, so
You
I could
would.
throw that in there if I need to. But I give Mary a call just to check up on her and see how she's doing.
Mary, your phone rings.
Ring.
Okay. This is
It's a ringtone.
1978, by the way, just so you guys know.
Yep.
That's just
Oh,
Oh,
just
okay.
78.
that was
That's
just
what I mean.
me.
His phone is ringing, right?
Yeah.
Hello?
Mary, Mary, it's Blake
What? What? Who's this?
Jorgensen. This is Blake
Who?
Jorgensen from church.
Hi,
You know,
Blake. How are you today?
I'm
God
doing
rest your soul
well.
and trying to help me yesterday or Sunday.
Yes, 3 days ago. Yeah, I was just calling to
So
follow up.
glad you called today. Well, go ahead.
How are you feeling? Any
Um,
more episodes? Any more visions? Well, I don't know. Yeah, because she said visions. That's right. She saw that.
visions. Not visions, more like seeing spirits.
Really?
Now,
Well,
I
hey,
remember my great great grandmother had something like this. She could see spirits. She could talk to them too, but I just can't do that. I tried earlier, but it just went on. So I've been trying to avoid them.
would you feel all right meeting me down at the diner, at Christie's diner, and maybe getting a piece of pie? Just
Oh
seeing how
Lord,
you're just kind of want to
10
take a
pounds
look
a
at.
day.
Hmm?
We put
How
on
about
10 pounds a day. But yeah, I could
Mary?
use some coffee.
That sounds good. I'll see you there. What do you say about 20 minutes?
Certainly, yes.
Okay. Lady, write
Yes.
down on your sheet family heritage +1.
I'm sorry, I'm just BSing. You know that.
No, of course not.
Oh,
That's
by the
That's
fine.
what
way,
we're all doing.
Part of the
This
game.
is role playing. Now, you guys are heading over and going to meet at the diner at Christie's and having some coffee. And Bill's got to have pie, though, because he likes the rhubarb.
Roll
GOP,
there.
what are you doing, sir? You've had a very odd day. You only were able to catch one dog, and it's because it only had three legs, which is a bad day, right? You're selling that to the local research lab for their researches is where you make your most of your money. So not a good profitable day, sir.
They're
And
working on cosmetics.
what was that?
I said they're working on cosmetics.
They are. Every 80s movie ever. Um, so, no one needed any repairs at all, especially the VCRs, which those have been
Oh,
hot recently, by the way. And you all day long you were distracted because you didn't drink that much.
only like 4, and that's fine. That's not a lot.
That's not a lot.
Um, yeah. But no. So I mean, I know from those internet forums, this is the end times.
It
You
is.
know.
It is. Yeah.
So I go, to my house and I pull my old military uh, fatigues out of storage. They don't quite fit anymore because I'm a little bit pudgy now.
Hmm.
Um, and I'm just armed to the gills, and it's Georgia, so it's cool.
Yeah.
Uh,
So I guess we're gonna have to make it 1994. Yeah, because
mm,
internet forums were a thing in '94.
that's true. Yeah, we're kind of like all over the place, but that's fine. Or you know what? It might not have been internet forums. We'll say it's like
A
No.
newsletter.
I like the internet forums. I like that. Let's leave that.
Okay.
1994, and we still have the
Okay.
okay,
ring-a-ding phones. My grandmother had one.
all
I'm
right,
so fashion. So
Anyway, what are you doing, GOP?
okay. So I I'm going through and I'm, just like loading myself up to the gills. I got my shotgun over my shoulder, got an AR over the other shoulder. I've got I've got a Magnum in one holster, and I've got my 1911 in the other. And
Jiminy
I'm just,
Christmas.
I know he's ridiculously ridiculous. He's just ridiculous.
Yeah.
So I realized, oh yeah, that married lady, she must have had the same thing I did. That's why she went crazy. And so I'm going to who was the lady I talked to who I was into and I wanted to help. I'm trying to remember her name now.
Ms.
Mrs.
Green.
Miss Green. Well, I happened to see the other day she was giving her number to one of the uh, one of the churchgoers, and I happened to look over it and copy it down
Oh, you
as
okay?
a
Of course, as you do.
normal
Yeah.
person would do.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna call Miss Green because Miss Green, she knows everybody. I'm sure she knows Mary's number, right? So
Okay.
that's what I'm.
So you ring up Miss Green, and she says, "Hello.
Hey, it's Pete Boggedy. How you doing there?
I'm fine, Pete. What can I do for you? Mary Corbin?
Yeah, you have her number.
We all do. She's in the directory.
I pause unnecessarily long. Oh, okay. What you doing later?
Have a good night, Pete. Click.
And now I'm gonna check the directory.
And Mary Corbin, right in the directory, of course.
I'm calling, but I know she's not gonna be home.
Yeah,
So
she's not home now. However,
uh,
while you're doing this, your phone is actually near a window that looks out to the outside, the driveway area, and you see just on the edge of the street, something catches your eye. There's a black Lincoln just sitting there, and you don't know why. You've never seen it before. It just bugged you. It
well,
seemed
my
odd.
character's history knowledge would tell me that Lincoln was white.
He was, yeah, he was, yeah.
I'll just okay. I'm gonna head out and take a peek. Because it might be someone from the government.
Well, matter of fact, there's two men because they are near a street light, and there's two men sitting in there. They are both white men. hmm
Okay.
They're both wearing horn rim glasses and black outfits, black suits.
Many of them look like Lincoln.
They are beardless.
Oh, all right. Good to know. Okay. I'm just gonna I'm gonna try and be sneaky. Just watch them. Just maybe I'll get one of the papers out of the little dispensers and act like I'm reading it.
Oh, I see. So you go down, you get yourself a paper, and you're trying to be discreet. So give me a discreet roll.
All right. I am not discreet at all. I rolled a 5.
Okay. And you notice that they start up the car and they start driving away.
Can I notice the plate, or am I too far away?
No, you certainly can. The plate number is, you get a pen? 672WXY.
672WXY. All right. Cool. Now I've got that. I don't know what I'm gonna do with it, but I've got it.
And you have your second copy of today's paper. Yeah, back
All
when that
right.
was a thing. Anyway, Mary and Bill, you guys show up to Christie's, and Christie's is, like I said, it's a local diner here in the city. I keep calling it a city, but my brain is
Hello.
saying town, so I'm going to say town. You guys meet up at Christie's, and you got to have yourself a chat. So go ahead.
All right. Hey, Mary, I'm so gosh darn glad you can meet me here. It's just, wow, you really threw us for a loop there on Sunday. But I gotta tell you, I kind of, I'm gonna look back and forth, make sure no one's,
My
watching
back
or
is my
eavesdropping.
back is not to the door. It's against a solid wall. By the way,
Well, yeah, we'll walk over to a booth and sit down, and right, and as the waitress comes over, just say, "Oh, 2 coffees, please, and what do you today's pie, whatever you got, a mode."
Very much. Very well.
Yeah. So I'm waiting for the pie, then I'll start in. And it's like, so how you been? You've noticed you're looking better.
No, she's not.
She just looks like shit. Okay.
So do
How
you.
does
But
she
you don't
look?
tell her that.
Sunken eyes, pallid skin. Mary, I gotta tell you, ever since Sunday, I've been able to sleep. I saw something. Freaked me out.
Lady,
And
what do you mean? Freaks you out? What did you see?
well,
I was thinking,
it was like it was like a vision. My eyes were like looking into the. I was at church, and all of a sudden, the whole environment was different. And there was like writhing tentacles and
a big blobby
brimstone,
thing.
and the yeah, and Pastor Dave was like it turned into a monster. And
Oh, that was
I
on Sunday. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
and ever since then, I haven't been able to sleep. I woke up in the like just drenched, just totally drenched, and I've been seeing things, and I've been
What
trying.
kind of things?
I don't know. I don't know what they are. And I cover my mouth so I don't look weird and kind of compose myself.
GOP. As you're
Yeah.
Wait,
walking back toward your house with your second newspaper of the day, you see a large creature, probably twice the size of an elephant, trundling down the middle of the road, chasing after that car. It's it's dark in color, black with brown because it does go right by you. It actually startles you. It's covered in hair, but its face and tail are very tentacly.
Is it going faster than the car? Or is it like
Currently,
how
yes.
okay, like it'll catch up to the car?
Oh yeah.
Hey
Aside from
ugly!
it doesn't
I'm gonna
respond to you. Yeah.
I don't know if I could. Okay, oh, this is stupid, but I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna shoot at the elephant.
That's not an elephant. It's twice the size
Or
of an
whatever
elephant.
whatever the hell it is.
Are you walking in the street with guns on you?
It's Georgia.
Oh, fair. Okay. You shoot at it and you miss. But would you like to follow it?
Yeah, I'll follow it, but
Oh, good. Thank
I'm not in a
fucking
car.
God damn it,
I
GOP.
know, right? Oh, I'm gonna make you have so much fun with this character. It's gonna be great.
All right. So you're chasing after this thing as trundling along. You guys are having your conversation. And luckily, Christie's is just down the street from Pete Boggety's house. You guys see. And you see, and everybody in the diner notices this. By the way, first time you guys have had a community thing. You see a black Lincoln driving down the road, and that doesn't catch your eye. What catches your eye is this gigantic monster thing, like this tentacly bear, come over and smashes the back end, causing the Lincoln to swerve and smash into two parked cars. And of course, you don't know that other people in the diner are seeing the monster, but they're certainly reacting to the crashing car. But getting out of the car, you see two men in black suits and horn-rimmed glasses are shooting at this creature. And all three of you, because you're run down the street, Boggity, and they got like laser pistols or something. It's like type of noise. It's pretty loud actually, and it's blasting at this creature. But this only lasts for a few seconds because the creature is on them, and one of them it just crushes with its hand. The other one it bites in half, and then it just starts like almost moseying off.
Um,
Sweet Mother Mary and Joseph. I'll grab Mary, pull her down so she's not going to get eaten by the monster. She's like, "We got to get out of here."
um,
You go to the back, Mary. I'm going to make sure that you're safe.
So Mary goes past through the kitchen to the back.
before you guys go, you just see me running past the window.
Shooting.
Dog catcher, official business. And as I run, I yell as I run,
Now,
and
All right.
just firing my pistols wildly at this creature.
I'll run outside. Pete, you dang fool! That's not a dog. That's a monster from hell. It's gonna kill you. And I pull out my Desert Eagle 45 that I have back tucked in behind my shirt. And I'm gonna have to clip Pete in the legs to save his life.
what?
What? No, don't shoot my legs. I managed to make it through Nam with these legs.
But I'm gonna run up and check on these. I'm not gonna pull the gun out, but I'll come up and check on the horn rimmed glasses guys. Yeah,
Okay. Well,
and check for pulse.
one of them is in half in the middle of the street. The other half is missing, of course. And the crush guy, you've never seen such trauma personally. You've read about it, seen it in your anatomy books and stuff, but you've never seen it personally. He is literally squashed,
So
as if by a ton of pressure.
it's like his brain shot out of his skull, kind
Yeah,
of
everything's
squashed.
squirted. Yes.
Okay. Whew. I'll check him for ID or something like that.
Mary comes around from the back of the building. She runs over there to where you're at because she's wearing sweats and tennis shoes today.
Uh huh.
A woman's got to do what she's got to do. And she's seen some sci-fi movies, so she looks for the weapon.
Bill, write
Those
this
pew-pew
down.
things.
Detective +1
Woo-hoo.
or detection +1.
Okay.
All right, all three of you are now together. You're looking at the squashed dudes. In their vehicle does have some damage. The trunk is popped open now, but it's basically the vehicle is intact. The front end has some damage from hitting those parked cars. You guys are all together, and Boggity, Pete, you notice in the other than what you see on the street next to the splatter guy, there is a broken weapon next to him. But in the trunk, there are all kinds of weird looking shit, Pete.
Ooh.
Shouldn't be stealing from the dead.
Pete, what are you doing? This is a crime scene. You can't touch anything. Our prints will be on everything. The sheriff ought to be there soon.
I read all about this on my internet forums. All right, look,
Oh,
those
please.
guys were from the government, and we have to do the job now. Plus, I really want whatever the hell this shit is. So I'm just gonna pick this up and go chase the big ass dog.
That ain't no dog.
Of course, it's a dog. Every wild animal's a dog.
There you go, woof
And
woof.
I put my hand on her shoulder, and I go, "And it's my job to catch it."
It's
You
gone, by
can't do
the
it
way.
by yourself.
I know, but my character doesn't care. He's
That's true.
gonna go.
Well, now Pete is over there looking in the trunk. Do you guys join him?
Yeah.
Of course.
Now,
Yeah, of course. I'm telling him not to do it, so I'm definitely going to look.
yeah. Now, in the trunk, there are two things that look like shotguns, but they got some strange paraphernalia on them. There is a box that has been from the crushing blow that has popped open, and in there seem to be six things that look kind of like grenades, but odd looking. And there are also two things that kind of look like what the cops wear, those fancy bullet vests they wear, but once again, weird looking. What material is that? You don't know.
I'm gonna put one of those on. I'm gonna grab one of those shotguns.
Okay.
Can it
Now,
even fit around that fat dumb stomach of yours?
hold on a second. Now, as you put on this bulletproof vest and you're kind of throwing it over, it automatically locks to you. And you hear this strange whirling sound as it does. And in the seams of the bulletproof vest, you see this kind of light for a second.
Oh, I knew this moment would come. I just didn't think it would come so soon.
Pete,
uh,
you're outrageous.
there is one of these shotguns, one of these vests, and six grenades left.
Here, Mary, take the grenades.
Oh,
No, put on the vest. Put it on the
Jump
vest,
out the
Mary.
purse, put them in the purse, and sling it over my shoulder.
I don't know if we can shove those hooters in that vest, but we'll try.
Oh my god.
so
Yeah, we
he
can.
he helps you putting the vest on. Once again, it forms to your body and locks itself automatically. And when it's on, it looks more like a kind of a medieval armor than some loose fitting vest.
Like
It's
I'm
like
gonna be. What is that female? French. Oh,
Joan of
hell, I
Arc.
forgot. Joan of Arc. Yeah, am I gonna be Joan of Arc? Something.
it's
Uh,
like straight out of a comic book. I grabbed this shotgun.
okay, and
No.
so write this down. Those shotguns, they do. Let's just do straight simple damage. They do 10 points of damage each shot. And the vests are 2 armor, and the grenades do like 20.
Which half of the guy was eaten?
Top half.
Bummer.
Ah, and the other one is
No,
gone.
does he have any armored pants?
No, they weren't geared up.
Oh, makes sense.
Um, the one who was crushed, just to be sure. I checked his
He's
pulse.
he's
Yeah, he did. Well, you guys are sitting, and you do hear off in the distance, woo, 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 woo. The
let's
sheriff
go.
is coming.
We're out of here.
Okay,
This is
let's.
nuts.
Yeah,
Okay, everybody in the diner is watching, and you guys take
Yeah,
off.
we gotta go
Uh,
yeah.
kill them now first.
okay,
I
there we
just,
are.
I look at
I
the
ain't gonna
through the
run
I'll
window
wait
of
for
the,
after. We
the.
can take my car.
Okay.
as
Okay.
I run. I look through the window of the diner, and I'm just like, "Don't worry, everyone, stay calm. Official dog catcher business."
Okay. So you guys are moving away from the scene. Where do you go? I mean, you know this town. You grew up
Follow.
here.
Well, since the elephant was heading down Washington,
It
we're
was.
gonna cut. We're gonna cut down the alley and then be able to come out on Third, maybe a block or so away from where I think it may be.
All right, and you made a good assessment there with your detection. And you come up, and the thing is just strolling down the street. It's not very late. It's only around what 7:30, 8 o'clock, something like that. And it's summer, so the sun is not even 100% down yet. Um,
Okay.
uh, and
So
but here, let me finish.
yeah.
You On this street is where there are a few eateries, and people are just kind of milling in and just standing around, and you're just befuddled. No one notices it. It's just walking down the middle of the damn street, and no one sees it. This gigantic thing, and it's huge, right?
Is it doing any other damage?
No. Matter of fact, you see a couple cars seem to pass right through it.
Okay, so it killed those guys. It's not, and I'm saying this out loud to them. No one is noticing it. We're Boggity. Are you seeing ghosts? Yes or no?
See all kinds of stuff.
Okay, yes or no?
Yeah.
Okay,
If that
so
dog be a ghost.
I don't know, but those men were dead, so it can kill. It's not. I don't want to shoot at it because you can't shoot a live
Why
round
don't you
around
go
people.
through it and hit somebody
Oh.
else?
Oh, believe me, I
You need
Exactly.
to
want to
draw
do
it out
that.
of town, maybe
All right, let's see
to
if
the
we can.
fairground.
Great idea. All right. How far is the dog catching mobile?
Oh, that's
Oh, yeah.
way away now. You guys are on foot.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
It's moving slowly, though. You can follow it if you want.
Okay, we'll go follow.
Count
Let's
me out
follow it.
minutes.
We're just gonna go. Let's get up on the rooftop. We can go from building to building.
No,
Well,
you can't. No.
I
We're
ain't no
not like
Batman.
Yeah, yeah,
this.
yeah.
This
But you
regular
guys just kind
people.
of walking down the street, trying to be nonchalant. People kind of look at you weird, but nah, it's Georgia. So someone carrying a shotgun's not the oddest thing. But you guys follow this thing, and of course it goes down to Widow Park. And as it gets into the park, you guys are kind of in the parking lot looking at it, hiding behind a couple of cars. It approaches a person who's just seemingly waiting for it. And you guys notice the person is hooded. Seems to have like one of those kind of trench coats on that you wear in the rain. One of them with a hood. And
that
as
is odd.
it is. And as the creature comes up to it, it brings its nose down, and the man reaches out and touches quite lovingly this creature, and the creature fizzles into nothingness. As he turns to walk away, everyone give me a spot roll. Notice, whatever.
Natural 20.
Oh, that'll do.
Nice.
I rolled a 9, and then let's see if I have anything
Preacher.
I can add to that. Marksmanship? Could I add marksmanship to that?
Sure, why not?
Okay.
I'll add focused and detective and
Yep.
true sight. Does true
There you
sight give me a bonus here?
No.
Okay.
No. No.
Okay, that's just being able to see the funky thing. All right. I rolled a 10 with my bonuses.
With my bonuses, I have a 12.
Okay, you guys, because you're a little bit of a distance, the two gentlemen, seemingly familiar. But lady, you get a good look at his face. It's the
Preacher,
pastor.
ain't he? Ah,
What, Mary? Why are you
he
cackling?
is the devil. He is the devil.
Who
It's
is?
the preacher. Points the hoodie guy. That thug there.
Why, that apostate.
Oh my.
Pastor Dave!
Oh wow. He
Did not
turns and
get
looks
Oh,
over at you. Oh, okay. So, he looks at you with a scowl on his face. And
okay.
Cat one hand
well,
grenade.
no, hold on a second. He looks at you with a scowl on his face. You can see him very clearly now. And he puts his hands down, and you see like this green energy crackling around his fingers. What do you want to do?
I'm gonna get ready to use my mixed martial arts to jump and roll behind one of these sculptures or rock formations in the
Okay.
park.
Well, no,
And I'm gonna
you're in
say,
the parking lot, so it would be behind cars, but that's okay.
oh, behind
So
cars.
you're dodging.
Okay.
Uh, Boggity.
Center mass.
All right, so you're firing. Lady?
I am doing a dodge as well, but I do have a grenade, one of those fancy
Well,
things out.
choose. You can't do both.
You can't do both.
No. You can either dodge or you can throw a grenade. And this would be a really good throw to be able to get it near him. He's a bit away from you.
Okay, I'm gonna have to get closer then, so I'll dodge then.
Okay, so you're dodging. Alrighty then. Give me initiative, please.
All right.
The 20 sider too.
Yep.
19.
Bill?
3.
13 for me.
Alrighty.
I don't know if I can add anything to that or not, but
No, actually, I'm going to let you go first. Lady, you make your dodge. So give me a dodge roll. Any of the skills, talents that you have, you think would apply to a dodge, apply them and roll the dice.
Well, judo, I would add what?
Oh no,
1.
definitely add one. Well, how many points did you put in judo?
I put 4 in judo.
Well,
I
then
was a college
there you
Ooh,
student.
go. So there, that's
black
18,
belt.
4.
19, 20, 21, 22.
That's 4, right there.
It's a brown
Okay.
belt.
Okay, lady.
I roll behind another vehicle.
Well, yeah, I need a number, please.
18. I
All
was
right.
22 total.
All right, thank you. GOP.
Mhm. For my initiative roll,
No,
that
for
was
your
oh,
attack.
my turn. Okay, I was okay. All right. Well, I'm gonna shoot him. Like I said,
Uh-huh.
I'm too far. Am I too far away to use my shotgun?
Yeah, no,
Or,
you're
okay.
too far for a shotgun. Yeah.
All right. Well, then I'll use the AR. The AR. Yes.
Okay.
Let's see. So that is a. Pull this up real quick. Oh, that's a nat 20. Hmm.
All right, sweet. So you hit.
Okay.
So that thing right there, we'll just go with the damage we've been doing. So that or we did back in that other thing. So that would be 6 doubled. So that's 12 points of damage. You hit him, his shoulder explodes. And he lets out this howl that turns into this unearthly scream. He's still standing, but that was a good shot. He's definitely hurt. He is definitely hurt. On his turn, I'm going to give him a concentration roll here. So let me get my dice out.
If I hit his shoulder, would that disrupt
That's
his
what I'm
his?
rolling for. Yeah, that's what
Oh,
I'm
okay.
rolling for. Yes.
Hope those weren't just glow sticks he was about to start spinning. That would have been messed up if you shot his arm
Yeah.
off.
Okay.
Right.
He makes his concentration roll, and therefore he gets off what he was trying to do. And you see forming around him, two on each side. These kind of they're like a dog, but they're more like a human-like demon dog appear next to him. Bill.
Okay, so I jump behind a car,
Yep.
right?
Just give me a roll.
Okay. Jump and roll. Oh, that's cocked. That's a 12. I'll add martial arts for 2 to make it 14, and my nimble for 2 is 16.
Okay, good, good. You're in good shape there. Now, back to the top, lady. Um, uh,
Yes.
4 of these weird human-like demon dogs appear, 2 to each side of him. They seem to have like eldritch green glowing eyes, and there's like this smoke, this greenish breath coming out of their mouths as well. You are hid behind a car. What would you like to do?
Am I close enough to throw this
You know,
thing?
you're not. No, you're not. Yeah. If
So
you
I'll
were
have
a
to keep on.
professional soldier, I would probably give you a role, but you're not.
You were like
No,
the
I'm not.
captain of the local, softball
Softball
league.
team.
Yeah.
No, I
Yeah,
didn't
that's
take
true.
that.
Yeah, yeah.
Ooh, that's a good
So I'm
idea.
still gonna be
Right.
try to just stealthily move up. Because he's the one that shot him, and I'm not
So
by
you're
him no
gonna
more.
move
So
out of the parking lot and the protection of the cars to try to get behind a tree? You can do that. That would be moving
yeah,
closer.
but Is there any way to move closer to him and still be behind the car because it's bigger than
No,
a tree?
no, no. He is in the
Me and
park.
my wide butt and everything.
You are in the parking lot. He is in the park. You have to leave the parking lot to move toward him.
What you gonna do?
Okay, yeah, I'll leave the parking lot.
Okay, so you head toward him and the dogs. Okay,
You
so
crazy.
you move. All right, GOP.
I'm gonna shoot him again.
I imagine. Go ahead.
I rolled a 6. I have 3 points in marksman. And could I add dex to this, or would that not count towards this?
You could, but it's not going to be enough to hit him though.
Okay, that would put me at a
Yeah.
10. So
The
yeah.
shot goes flying by his ear, and he's not happy with you at all. He's very displeased, and he himself. You see that he grabs his shoulder because I mean you hit him really well in the shoulder, and you can tell he's saying something. You just can't hear it. He's speaking too softly, but you see his mouth moving, and you see that he just disappears from your vision. The dogs, however, or the dogmen, however, do not, and they charge. They cover the distance, and let me give them see if they have a spot on you, lady. They do not. So all four of them are charging at you, Boggity, and because he's not even necessarily aware of the other two, but they're heading toward you, and they cover distance. Next round, they get an attack action on you. Bill, he disappears. The dogs are charging toward Pete.
I'll raise my rifle,
Shotgun.
take shotgun.
They are in range. They move into your range, by the way.
Yeah. And I'll yell out, it's like, you apostate, knower of the word on Sunday and consort with devils and demons on Monday. And I'll shoot at one of the demon dogs.
Pete. Yeah, so this is Witchfinder Jorgen. All right.
Yeah.
So go ahead and give me an attack roll on the dog.
All right. So I'll take my hunting +2. Oh, I rolled a 15 and then precision 2. So that's an 8-19.
You hit one of the dogs, and you do these things hit hard. They do 10 points of damage. And let me make a roll for the dog. And the dog tumbles and falls. It's not dead, but it's definitely stunned for the round. So it's going to have to get up. But so that's one dog out of the way for at least one round. Back to the top, lady. These dogs are charging Pete. You see that Blake, that's his name. You see Blake had popped up one of those fancy shotguns, and the thing, it didn't work. It didn't act like a shotgun. It was more like some kind of energy beam, energy blast you've seen out of one of them sci-fi movies.
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
But he does
Um,
tumble a dog. He didn't kill it, but he did damage it pretty well. But they're certainly in range of one of your grenades now.
uh, where the preacher disappeared at, was there like any sun shining on that area?
Well, the sun is very low. Matter of fact, it's
Oh, now it's
basically
low.
deep twilight right now. Yeah, no, you don't see him at all.
So if I throw one of these things at a group of those dogs, will it hit any of the guys?
At this, maybe Boggity. Yeah,
Just throw it.
you could throw it at the one that tumbled, and you definitely not hit Pete.
I was thinking he turned invisible. I was going to think about throwing it back where the preacher was, but okay.
You could do that too
I'll
if you
throw it
wanted.
at I'll do that.
So you got to throw it
Sorry,
at
guys.
where the preacher was. All right, go ahead, make a roll.
Right. Well, I got to first figure out how to do this thing. Is it a
Just roll a
pulpit?
20 sider, please. Yeah.
Roll a 20-sider. 19.
Okay. The grenade goes off once again. It's more like an energy diffusion rather than a fragmenting grenade. It's one of them sci-fi things again. And You do hear another one of those unearthly screams, however, and right in front of you, I mean, like 10 feet in front of you, the creature appears and he falls to the ground, twitching.
I start kicking and cussing at him.
Yeah.
All right. Let's see here. Pete, you got 3 dogs coming at you.
Oh boy. Okay. And I can't move and shoot.
You can.
I'm. Oh, I can.
Of course you can.
Okay. Oh.
But
Oh, okay. I thought I.
you won't be able to get out of their range, but I mean,
Oh, at least I can, move back a little bit.
Get on top of
Um.
the car.
Well, yeah, because I don't think they can climb on top of a vehicle, so
But then
I'll
again,
be
they
staying
made bigger
back.
than that, though.
They're
Okay.
humanoid.
they're about human
I.
size, yeah.
Yeah, and I'm
Yeah,
I'm
they can
sure
climb my
they
face.
they could get on top of a car.
Yeah, of course they can.
Okay.
If you can, they can. Of
Yes.
course they can. Yes.
Yes. So I'm going to shoot one with the shotgun.
With
Just
the
gonna.
fancy shotgun. Okay, you go ahead.
Yep. Okay.
Better
It's a
hurry up.
17 plus 4, so that's a 21.
All right, you hit one. It does 10 points of damage. These things, once again, you see this happen again with these shotguns. This thing gets knocked back. Same thing that happened to the other one. It rolls, gets knocked back and rolled. It's not dead. It is bad. You can see it much better than Bill could. This thing is oozing this black ichor, which is why it's hard to see at a distance. Half its face is gone, and it's just oozing this liquid from the front end. Is a lot of damage. You don't think it's got another one of those in it.
All right,
Um,
now it's a fighting retreat. I'm moving back and I'm going, guys, a little help over here, be nice.
okay. Let's see here. The first one lunges at you, takes an attack. It gets
Hmm.
definitely enough to hit you, unless you have some kind of really awesome, dodging abilities.
I
You
have
have
one
fend
deck.
off dogs. Fend off dog
Well, no,
move.
let me find out what his
It's,
dexterity is, please. If you have any kind of dexterous abilities.
I have one dex.
Okay. And you got the armor with 2. It's not enough.
Hmm.
This thing, so you got effectively that armor that you're wearing is equivalent to 14 armor class in D&D. And if
Okay.
you have any kind of dexterous things, it would add whatever you have to that. So that's how you guys can go ahead and write your armor class. Well, you and Bill can write your armor class down right now. It's 14 plus if you have any. So you would have a
And
15 GOP. How about you, Bill?
Larry, lady, I didn't take any armor.
Oh, lady. Sorry, lady. So, lady, do you have any kind of dexterous abilities?
Yeah, fast.
Judo.
Fast, sure. Why not? And how many points did you put in
Yeah.
fast?
2.
2. All right, so you
Uh,
have a 16 armor class as well. Just write that down. Okay. Just so I know, Bill, without the armor, you're a 10, of course. Plus, if you have any dexterous stuff, what you got?
I have 4. I have 2. I put 2 into martial arts and 2 into being nimble and precise.
Okay,
So
there
I
you
don't
go.
know.
No,
So
that's
that would
fine.
give me
So
a 14.
that would give you 14. Yep.
Okay, thank you.
So good choice to pass the armor on, actually.
Yeah.
All right. So therefore,
It was the only thing a gentleman would do.
right. This first one takes a lunge and attack at you with your armor class that you have there and misses. You're able to sidestep it, but it's all those years of dog catching. The second one, however, gets a good chomp on your left calf, Bugbear.
Declare.
And you take, let's see what I want these things to do. These are just like minor stuff. So you take 4 points of damage.
Okay. How much HP do I have?
Oh, by the way, everyone starts or has 30 HP. Let's do that right now. Bill, did you take anything like toughness or
Health.
you took
Healthy.
you took?
I took 1 in healthy,
Okay, that's fine.
and
Uh,
that's it.
all right, so therefore you have 40 hit points. Write that down.
Okay.
GOP.
I have 1 point in con.
Okay, so you have 40 hit points as well. Lady,
I have endurance 1.
so you have 40 hit points as well. There you go. And your 40 hit points is reduced by 4, Boggity.
Okay, so I'm at 30.
Oh, darn it.
All right.
Okay. Vil,
All right.
there's 2
So
dogs that are on the ground. They're not dead, but they're very close to it. And 2 that are harrying Pete Boggity.
I shall fire at one of them, I declare.
Which one? The ones on him or the ones that are
Herring him. Sorry, that'll be more clear.
Okay.
I'll take out one of the hairy canines. Hyena
Harriers.
monsters.
Okay, go ahead and make
Harriers.
your roll.
I rolled natural 17. So that's again for 21.
21. You hit, and once again, let me make a roll for it. Oh God, I'm rolling like shit. The one that was on his leg had a hold of him. You get a really good shot on it. Once again, a whole bunch of damage on the side. You see this black ichor just explode out of its side, and it knocks it back and rolls it over. Once again, not dead, but certainly heavily wounded. Lady, you see the preacher is twitching in front of you on the ground,
Now,
and the boys are in a fight for their life over there.
may I just say that if can I scan to see if there are any of the other people in the park, what they're doing, or am I too engrossed in my shot?
Wait till I get back to you,
Okay.
lady.
I don't want him to get away, even though he's still twitching. He may recover and still escape. So I am taking his little hoodie thing he has on and putting it while you bring up the legs or bring them back.
You're hog tying him?
Arm,
So
hog tying him,
you're restraining him. Thank you.
restraining him, and then
All right.
gagging him too. Gagging as
That's
well.
fine. Yeah, you spend the round restraining him. He's badly injured. He's moaning. He's really kind of out of it. He seems to not be dead, but he might. I mean, he's on the edge of death. He's out of the combat. Basically, is what I'm saying. But you do take some time and with the things available to you to try to restrain him. So GOP.
Shoot this guy because he's right on me, and I don't like that he bit my leg because that's my favorite leg. And why would he
So
bite it?
so the one that Bill just shot. Okay, go ahead.
Oh, okay,
You
that was the
actually
one he
get it.
shot. I'll
You
shoot
get.
the other one.
Oh no, well, maybe we should get rid of some of them because right now there's still 4. Let's be a little
Well,
tactical, please, dog catcher.
true. I'm just saying he's out of the thing for a
Oh no,
round.
he won't be. He'll be back this round, right?
Oh, oh, he will. Okay, I thought he just got knocked down.
Oh, Bill did. No, you're right. He did. He is out for a round. You're right. Yeah.
Yeah, so I might as well hit the one that's currently up. So that make
Yeah.
more
Go ahead.
sense to
Yeah.
me.
The one that's still up, that's rearing itself around to come back at you after it missed its lunge. Go ahead.
Yep, that's the one. Okay, so it's a 15 total.
Okay, you hit it. You do same thing. Let's see if this one. Oh, finally, this thing takes the shot. It's definitely hurt, but it's pissed, and
Okay.
it lunges back at you. Damn it!
All right.
It misses you with my roll of 1, and it crashes through the window of the car that's right behind you as you're moving through this parking lot, and it very unluckily got cut by the glass as it did so, and it's just dead, and it starts melting into this puddle.
Idiot demon.
Yeah. That the other one gets itself up and shakes. The other 2 are already up, and they are charging at you because they were basically told to attack you. They move and attack. Boggity. That's a hit, and that's a miss.
Oof.
So one of them, once again lunges at you, and you're the dog catcher, so you know how to do that. Those those boogie shakes, and it misses you. The other one, however, it gets a hold of your right arm, which is going to hinder you from using that shotgun. You take 4 points of damage.
Okay.
Bill,
All right, I'll yell out, "Damn it, Dave! Call off your hellhounds!" And I'll take a shot at the one that's grabbed onto Boggity.
go ahead.
And also, what do I? Am I able to observe anything going on in the park, or is it? Am I
Oh yeah,
too?
since you have constantly thought of that, there aren't a lot of people in the park, but there are a few, and they are fleeing the scene.
There's some
Oh,
crazy people over there.
if they can't see the dogs, our goose is cooked. All right, taking a shot. Oh, come on! Don't fall on the floor.
You do hear one off in the distance. They shot the preacher.
This is not good. We're going to jail. I rolled a 22.
All right,
Man,
you
this
hit,
guy's
and
happy.
this one is already. They're all damaged now, and you blow its hindquarters off. And once again, the hindquarter area and the thing itself immediately start melting into this black, sticky goo.
Oh, there's not time to do anything. I need to grab a sample of this. I need to help the preacher. I need to keep my comrade alive.
Lady,
So,
Yes.
back to you.
Okay, so he's hog tied and gagged.
He is.
Has he got anything on him that she can do against those dogs? Or she calls them dogs.
The only as so you're gonna take a round to search him. You might as
Yeah,
well. You might as well. You don't have any
as
weaponry
well.
anyway. Um,
I don't
uh,
have no
uh,
weapon.
the only thing that stands out odd on him is he's wearing a necklace. So I should use the word talisman, and it has an upside down pentagram upon it.
Of course.
the devil.
That's it. That's the only thing odd on him, and it's pretty big too.
Okay.
It's probably a good 3 inches in diameter. That talisman. It's quite large, but
That's what
it.
she said.
Well,
Yeah, yeah, okay. That's the only
okay.
thing. Although you do notice that it's almost glimmers as if it's in the sun, even though there is no sun. It is
Is it a
bizarre.
chain or a rope that's around him?
It's a chain.
Is it a chain?
Yeah,
Can't you jerk it off of him?
of course, easily. Yes.
And she'll try to destroy, put it and dip on it,
He's
try to
not
break
making
it.
any noise, by the way.
Yeah, he died probably. I did put him on his side for he won't. What is it when you can't breathe?
Asphyxiate.
Yeah, well, you wouldn't know that.
Asphyxiate. Yeah,
Pete Boggedy.
Connie does.
Well, I did not hit. I rolled a 2. So
Okay.
that's a total of
Oh,
6.
So you took a
With my
shot at the one that missed the lunge. The other one is still engaged. It comes at you, and the other one's back in it. So 2 attacks on you again. That's a hit, and that's a miss. So another one tries to bite at you, and actually no, it tries to scratch at you, but you're able to dodge out of the way. The other one actually just kind of barrels into you, full bodied, trying to knock you down. You do take 4 points of damage,
Okay.
and give me a stay on your feet roll.
Alrighty then. Roll my D20. Oh, that's not good either. That's another 6 roll. Would I add my con to that or my dex to that?
That
I'd
wouldn't be
probably
enough
Dex,
either
I
way.
would say.
However, you do
yeah.
have an inspiration.
Oh,
Everybody has
I'm
one inspiration,
inspired.
by the way. You can use to re-roll any roll. You have one.
Well, then I'm going to use it because my character does not just sit on things.
No. Well, maybe.
Alright, this is better. That's a 12.
The
Oh,
boggity
okay.
throw.
And what would you have to add to that, just for future reference?
Uh, I've got I've got one dex and one con. I don't know if I can
I'd
add
say the
either
dex
of them.
applies. Yeah. But you succeed anyway with the 12. You're able to stay on your feet. Bill. Oh, me. I just did that. Bill.
Okay, so I'm gonna move up towards the pastor Can I get there and around and still shoot, or is it one or the other?
You can move toward her. You would be able to get to where she is in with your movement. And you're standing in front of her and her searching of the priest, or the preacher. Sorry. And
Would I be able to
yes, go ahead
take
and
an
take your shot.
action?
Take your shot. Yes, please.
Well, first I might have to do CPR because I've took an oath. So I'm gonna have to see if
Well,
this guy's
well, hold
alive
on a
or not.
second. Which are you doing? Are you attacking, or are you, or are you not?
No.
So you're checking on the preacher. Okay, so you do that.
See,
And
yeah.
he is dead.
Oh,
He is dead. He's bled out.
Shit.
So back to the top, lady.
Yeah.
What are you gonna do?
Did I break that upside down pictogram?
You didn't break anything. You have a talisman in your hand. You could break it if you'd like.
Demon dogs, be gone! That's what she says.
So what do you do? Tell me what you're
Go.
doing, please.
Yeah, she breaks it.
Okay. Well, you bend it and you're kind of working it back
and
and forth and trying to bust it. You pull the thing off and you're trying to break it, and you manage to mangle it pretty well. That has no
Okay.
effect. Boggity?
well, I'm just enjoying my allies going off and
I know. There's
doing
still two
whatever.
on you, dude. There's still two.
I'm being attacked. Yes, I'm aware of that fact. Thank you very much.
Yeah,
Um,
but I've done more damage than you. So piss off.
you
No, I'm
you
just kidding.
have done. Yes, I'm
Oh.
very thankful for what you've done so far. Just be nice if we finish before we run
But
off
yeah,
and do
but
something
whatever,
else.
Boggity.
I got
Yes,
Now,
21,
all right. So
21.
you hit, take another one out, once again melting into black goo, but there's still one on you. And these things are not normal animals. They don't have morale checks or anything like that. So it definitely comes at you. And what was your armor again? 16, right?
It was 15.
15. Okay. So it just hit you. Take another 4 points of damage. And this thing
Yeah.
is scratching at you. It's not latching on. Bill.
Firing at
Uh,
the ones that's on him scratching.
Now, I'll go ahead and make your roll, but do you guys notice, because, either you have personal experience or you've seen it before. We had the question come up in the beginning, because these looks like shotguns, weird looking for you. They're weird looking shotguns, but they don't shoot like shotguns. They shoot more like rifles. So the range is further than you had thought. But you're certainly in range, so it doesn't matter. Go ahead and make your roll.
16. Nope,
16,
18.
18. Okay,
18.
well, that you only need a 12.
Okay.
So you hit it, and you're able to splatter it, and the exploding goo from your energy shot, it covers Boggity.
Mm.
You're having a bad night, but Pete. Bad night, Pete. And you look down
Fucking,
because you look down at the shotgun, by the way, and you notice that on the side it has like this kind of readout. Maybe
Hmm.
it's that kind of digital, fancy new digital fangled stuff you've seen, on the TVs.
I see him in the
And
hospital.
yeah,
Yeah.
in the hospital, yeah, you've seen them. It's like a digital readout, and it says 8.
I already ate. I'm not hungry.
The
Okay.
number 8. All
Oh.
right. So all the demon dogs are down, and melting into nothingness. By the way, the first one that died is already starting to literally turn into steam, leaving nothing behind. The priest is dead, although he's not doing that. He seemed to have been human, but he is dead from his wounds. You guys are in the park. You hear in the distance, wee 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 wee. What are you gonna do?
Oh. We're gonna we're gonna go to the pastor's house. We're gonna
Oh,
go we're gonna go to the parsonage and
you
check out.
are.
Gonna
smart man.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's right next to the church behind a line of trees, so he has a little bit of privacy. But you guys go ahead and have your little conversation as you go, and I'm going to throw some water on the boil real quick.
Should we take the body?
Uh,
we don't We
I
can't
don't really
carry
think.
that. Outrun the
Yeah,
cops.
We're so screwed. We're gonna go to jail. We're just so screwed. No one has seen what's going on. We just look like crazy criminals. We need some proof or something to keep us from going to jail. I'm too beautiful to go to prison.
I know they never arrest a dog catcher.
Well, you know
You,
what?
they're
You can
good.
always say you're gay and they'll put you in a female prison. The girls might
You're,
like you.
It's 94. We can't
they did,
use that.
Oh, okay, never mind. Sorry. God.
I think we gotta get it back over. Well, no, you were the one that
Maybe
suggested.
we
You
need
should
to
be the
hide the
one.
body.
you can't hide them.
I
People already saw it. It doesn't matter.
yeah.
Everyone knows we're shooting them up.
Let's get out of here.
We got one
Come on.
night to make it work. Right now, this is it. Our whole life is on the line, and the life of our town. Save
Okay.
everybody or die.
I'll take this broken upside down. This was on his neck. It was glowing like it was hit by the sun. There ain't no sun out.
It's still glowing, kinda, even though you've mangled it.
Um.
Here. Ah, jeez.
Take it.
All right.
Let's go. We're headed to the parsonage.
So
Yeah.
you guys move yourself through the park and heading over toward the church and where the pastor's house is. There's chaos going on, but no one really knows what's going on, so they're not directed, of course. And now you guys know that there was a great and more mournful tragedy 5 years ago, where the pastor's wife passed away. Her name was Mary Ellen. She's gone. So you're not expecting anyone in the house when you get in. However, as you guys are approaching, you brought the body of the priest with you. You said, right?
I don't know how we would have done
Well, I
that.
mean that's what Bill said. So,
Oh, well, yeah, they all said no, so we
so you
didn't.
left it, but it was okay. So whatever. So you don't have the body with you. But as you
Yeah,
guys coming up the house, you notice the light in the kitchen is on because you're going to go to the back door, not the front, right? And you notice the light is on, and there's a silhouette of a woman moving inside the house, which is weird. There shouldn't be anybody in there. Mary Ellen's dead.
He has a mistress.
Oh,
or it's
witch.
a succubus.
That was gonna be my next guess.
What do you guys want to do?
Well,
Don't shoot unless she attacks.
I'm gonna sneak up to the window, being all stealthy like from my nom days.
Okay.
I was
Yeah.
going after
Go find
Charlie,
the telephone
Yes.
cord and disconnect it.
and I'm just gonna peek through the window and see what I see.
All right. Now you're going to let you peek through the window. Lady is going to cut the phone line. I don't know if you would really know where that is, but you have the thought. Bill, what are you doing?
I'm pulling out my pocketbook copy of the Psalms and the New Testament,
Hmm hmm
and
hmm
and then I'm gonna start thumbing through it to the end of the book of Revelation, and then start heading for the house.
All right. So you're heading, just to the door, I guess.
Back door, and I'm
Mhm.
gonna
Okay.
listen.
Okay. Okay. So you're listening in the back door. Pete is looking through the window, and Lady is looking for a phone line to cut. And the problem is, you realize, Lady, you don't really know what a phone line looks like.
Okay.
Yeah, you're not really sure. You don't hear anything at the door particularly. However, Mr. Boggedy, who's peering through the window, and let me give her a no. Okay. You do see a lady who is wearing a full-length, silky little number and nothing underneath, and you kind of
Oh,
getting a little nice of that side view, and a little brunette, short cut brunette, and she turns her side of her head toward you, where you can get a kind of a silhouette and know who it is. It's Mrs. Green. It's Miss Green.
Bum, 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 bum.
oh!
And you were right, though. She is a hottie.
I'm excited because I get to talk to Miss Green. I completely forget about the mission for a moment.
What?
Yeah.
no,
So what do you guys want to do?
no, okay. I regain my composure. Um,
Whew, that was close. All right.
Okay, so I head back over by the rest of them. Like, you won't believe who's inside.
Who be there?
Miss Green's inside.
Miss Green.
I think
So where?
she's.
Isn't she a schoolmarm?
No, look,
She
I think
is.
she's
No,
innocent.
no, she definitely is. Yes.
What's she doing at Pastor Dave's house?
I don't know.
Well, she's not
Hey,
dressed. That's for sure.
hey, Mary, why don't you go to the front door and knock on it? And I'll back you up. Boggity, you come in through the back.
All right, it's not good to me.
So Bill
Okay.
and
So,
Mary, excuse me, Blake and Mary go to the front door to ring on it, I guess. And Boggett is by the back door. I'm sorry, what lady?
just looking up, looking behind, up and down the road, make sure no cops coming yet.
Well, like I said, no one really knows what's going on yet. Witness statements
Okay.
are probably just starting to be gathered, right? I mean, it's too soon, right? And you guys go up, and lady rings the doorbell. Ding dong. Now Boggett is in the back, keeping an eye on. I do love that name, Boggedy.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Pete
But
Bug.
Pete Boggedy. But you're kind of peering in there, and once again, let me give her a no. No, oh, she critically failed that. So she's completely unawares of you forever now. Okay.
Yay!
But you notice that she kind of is startled by the doorbell, and she kind of looks through the doorway over to where you're assuming the door is, and she just kind of crosses the kitchen, and she opens the door and heads into the basement. And the good thing is she's moving quickly. The silky little robe flows back, and you get yourself a nice little butt shot.
I'm
Oh, is
storing
this?
this one in the mental bank.
You are,
And
yes, you are, yes.
My
she's
days.
you find out she's a really bad wiper.
No, no,
Oh,
no, no,
oh
no.
God.
So she ducks into
Think
the
like
basement.
messy.
No one
Oh,
comes to the door.
Pastor Dave, help! It's Mary. She's having another episode.
Okay, so I'm going to check the back door and check the windows and see if there's anything unlocked.
Yep, door's open.
Okay,
It's a
I'm sneaking
pastor's
in.
house.
I know. Well, he's an evil pastor.
Yeah, but it's open.
Okay. So I'm in the house and I'm gonna go quietly walk over and open the front door
All right,
and let
now,
those guys in.
do you have a way to move quietly?
Uh, I would think. Okay, so let me see what I
Meaning
have.
make a roll, is what I mean.
I mean,
Oh,
Okay,
my
well,
water's
when you're
boiling. You go ahead and
when
do
you
that. I'll
sneak
be
up
back in a second.
on a dog, you got to be quiet.
that's a good point. Very good point.
Either that or you carry it around beef jerky.
Well, I don't think that'll work on Miss Green,
But you never know.
right? I rolled a 10 and I have a 1 in Dex. And would my
He's not
camping
here.
skills help me with that? I would think.
Stop.
I don't know
He's not.
any time where I've been camping. Yeah, I don't know any time where I've had to be stealthy with camping. Hunting,
Oh,
yeah, if
so
you're
just
hunting,
me?
but
Okay.
yeah,
I would assume hunting would. Well, my character, hunting and camping are kind of.
Yeah, no,
so
hunting
nah,
would certainly add to it, I would say. Yeah,
that's about all you got.
yeah. So what's your total?
So, 12 total.
Nice.
Okay. You're moving along pretty well, but these boards are creaky.
Mm-hmm. I figured as much.
But you move to the front door and let them in, I'm assuming is what you're doing.
That's what I was doing.
Yeah. So you guys see a Boggity opening the door, and he's all bloodied up, and he's got bite wounds all over him, and black ichor. He just a mess.
All right,
I'm gonna.
let's get to the bottom of this. I'll whisper. Let's
I
get
am
to the
gonna.
bottom of this. Where'd she go?
My mind flashes back to the sight of her bottom as she was going down the
Mm-hmm. Nice one too.
stairs, and yeah,
Messy,
and
messy, messy bottom.
I just shake my head like, for a second, I'm like, oh yeah, that's right. That's what we're doing. um, I'm gonna real quickly look and see if I can find the bathroom. Hopefully, there's like a first aid thing in there, just so I can do something quick, maybe to
Well, hold
help
on a
with my
second.
wound.
You just were asked a question at the front door. What are you doing?
Yes. Oh,
Yeah.
she's in the basement.
All right, let's go. What do you, Mrs. Green went to the basement. Okay.
All right. So
I'm
what are you
gonna
guys
slow.
doing? I
We're
guess
gonna
Boggaty's going to the bathroom.
Yeah,
get your ass in there.
I need
She
to.
might be. Shit.
Bleeding.
Yeah, I'm bleeding all over the carpet. It's a nice carpet too.
You do find
Dog
some
catchers were made of
Band-Aids
Sterner.
and
Dog catchers
Oh,
are made
some
of side.
peroxide.
yeah, that's just something to
Monkey
yeah,
blood.
because I'm
Okay.
bleeding everywhere.
So you take some time to clean up. We'll say you guys take well, we'll just call it a short rest.
Okay.
As you know, you're in. Of course, Blake, you would be assisting him since this is your actual skill.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Keep an
I
eye
guess
on
so.
the stairs door going to the basement.
We don't have a lot of time.
Well, I'm not asking for you to do surgery on me, just to, you know,
You know,
Well, to
patch
be
me up a
fair
little bit.
though, GOP, it is a stupid thing to do at this moment.
Yeah.
I
It
know,
really is.
I know it is stupid, but
quit
okay, fine.
futzing around. The
Okay,
mastermind went to
fine.
the
I'll go.
basement.
I'll go down to the basement. Let's go.
How could you be so smart most of the time and then do stupid shit like
I
Because
that?
know. I know.
sometimes it's fun to do the stupid stuff if you're playing a character like this.
All right. You guys head into the basement. Now, down below, the lights are off.
Okay. Hey, Pastor Dave, I thought I saw you go down here. It's Blake
Oh,
and
there goes
Mary.
stealth.
Mary,
Looking
you
for
see
the
a
light
light
switch.
switch on the side of the wall.
Oh,
Lady,
yes, light. Yeah,
lady.
turn on the light switch. Yes.
I think now I can hear you. Okay, there we go.
Okay,
You
yeah.
you turn
Yeah,
on the
she's
light
turning on the light.
switch. You turn
Yep.
on the light, and a second later, it goes off.
Turn it back on.
And how long are we going to do this?
I don't know. It's like
Another
a Bugs
switch in the
Bunny.
room. Oh my god,
Boggity,
that's
what are you going to do?
hilarious.
Just keep it on for me to get across the room. Flip it back on. Flip it back on. Flip it back on. All right.
You'll
Sorry.
keep on.
No.
Yeah, that
It's
would be
gonna be
hilarious.
good.
She only
That
does it.
strobe
No,
light
she only does
thing
it
you
another
have
time.
to dance.
If you want,
All right.
if you're, it's on. So, all right. So, I'm asking Boggity what he's doing. You were talking to, calling down to Pastor Dave, who you know is dead. Weird. Lady is having a battle of the light switches, and Boggity.
Mary doesn't know it, or Mrs. Green.
That's true. I know.
Uh,
Fucking
Pastor Dave.
Boggity.
Yes, I know. I'm doing my thing right now.
What are you
Okay,
doing?
I'm telling you. I'm gonna walk down into the basement. Just kind of, I got my gun ready. Like, oh, Pastor Dave, you down here? Because that's what we're doing now.
She didn't know you were here. You were supposed to be quiet.
Oh well, I
Well,
was the one who walked down. So I mean, I'm the
Yeah.
one in the front.
now, by the time you get down, the light is on and it's not being shut off again. There was a little bit of flickering there back and forth, Mary and Miss Green turning it off. So she just gave it up, and light is on. Now, this is a typical basement. There's a bunch of stuff stacked up here. It tends to be rather religious based, although there are some more standard mundane stuff like bicycles on the wall and such. There is a large boiler, like in the old-fashioned ones that are back in the 80s and 90s, and it's pretty dusty. It's not particularly well kept. However, on the as you kind of come around the stairwell and looking down there, Pete, off over on the side, up against the wall, you notice that the window, the basement window, has been completely blacked out, painted blacked out, by the way. And on the ground, just below it, there seems to be some kind of weird shrine with a bunch of candles not lit, and symbols. There's a statue of that. You've seen it in a book before. It's like this goat dude with one hand up and one down. You've seen it before.
Metal albums or something. Yeah,
Yeah, something like that. Yeah, that's all you see. You don't see Miss Green at all.
that's some weird artwork. Is he like a sculptor or something? I'm looking around. Do I see anything else, or is that it? Is it the only thing in the basement?
That's the only thing of interest in the basement, other than the things that would normally be in a basement.
Okay. Um. All right. Does it look like any like? Okay, I know the one window was black or was blacked out. But does it look like anyone tried to escape out of somewhere, or because if not, then there might be like a secret passage or something down here.
Not that you noticed. Yeah. Of course, you
I
can't
just kind
see.
of.
You can only see about three-quarters of the basement anyway. You'd have to move deeper in to be able to see what's around the corner.
Oh no, I'm moving. Uh.
I'll follow
Oh,
him.
I do have that sense entity thing, or like the true sight thing. Would
I'm
that
well
help me in
aware.
this sense?
I'm well aware. Yeah. No, not yet.
Okay. All right. Fair enough. Um. Okay. Well, I move further into the basement to see if I can see anything else.
All right. As you move around and you have Blake coming down the stair behind you, lady, what are you doing?
Since I was playing War of Light
That's
Switch,
done now. You won.
well, no, here what I'm talking about is that she's still standing right there blocking the staircase in case the girl can turn invisible like the preacher, or I could block whoever's coming
Okay.
this way.
So you got to block the door up top. No, that's not a bad idea. Blake, you come down and you're kind of moving behind Boggity. And Pete, you come around the underside of the stairwell and come and you can see in the other side. And over in the other side, you see this thriving mass of, I don't know, flesh, I guess. And it's just kind of in the corner. It has like these tentacly veins that are kind of attached to the walls and the floor. They're not moving per se. They look more like a root. And in the center of it, there is a tunnel, a cave entrance. It's very small. It's probably only about 3 feet tall in diameter. So you certainly would be something you would have to crawl into. But you don't know how deep it goes. But there is like a cave end, a tunnel entrance of sort in the center of this fleshy mass.
Well, okay. I was gonna make a joke there, but I'm gonna avoid it. Um. I
I,
kind of
I, I
motion
set
for
you up
everyone.
so well. I don't understand.
I know. I know. Well, when you were first talking, I was going to ask if the fleshy mass had a butt, and I would say because I know who that is then.
Yeah.
Um. Okay, but anyway, so I motion for everyone to look, and I show them the tunnel.
Well, lady is blocking the top. Do you wish to call her down? You're not being attacked. There's nothing lunging out at you. This is just what you
I
see.
know. I look around I'm like I think they went in the tunnel,
Mm,
and I point
yeah.
towards the tunnel, and we should probably follow afterward.
Oh, geez, Louise. I'll use my hunting skills to see if I can discern any tracks. Is that possible?
Oh yeah, absolutely. Give me a roll.
Oh, let's see. That would be 4, 6, 8.
Not to your knowledge. Do you guys call lady down?
Mary, coast is
Yeah,
clear.
I'm coming.
So you guys
Yeah,
are all
look
standing
up.
in the basement.
Mm-hmm.
To your left, and well, directly to your left, there is a shrine to Baphomet. And it's none of the candles are lit, but there is a statue there and a little altar. It's quite small. in practicality, it's small. And then, of course, you're all looking at this writhing mass of flesh, and you swear occasionally you hear a slight moan from it. But right in the middle, there's an orifice that goes into blackness.
Hey, you want me to shoot this thing?
Uh,
Or
no,
just see what happens?
no.
Oh, okay.
Keep in mind, those shotguns
pulls
are
out
quite loud.
They are.
Yeah, they're as loud as a shotgun would be, even though their sound is slightly different.
Well, we have two choices. We either crawl into that hole, or we all go home and go to bed.
She pulls out one of the things out of her purse.
One of the grenades.
Hand it to the doctor.
All right, we're going in.
We're going what?
We're going in. We're going in this Hell's Anus. We're going to go through there, and I'll say a prayer, and I'll say, like, the Lord directs the steps of the righteous. He will protect us from evil. For who shall we fear when we have the Lord? Amen. And then start heading in.
Now,
Look for anything that I can use for a weapon before I leave here. Yeah,
well,
I give her one
there's a baseball bat nearby.
yeah, I'll take that.
I give her my Magnum revolver, the big, this big ass revolver.
The
That's
Desert
probably
Eagle.
way too
Okay.
big.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's way too big for her to handle, but I give it to her anyways.
Be Dirty Harriet. Yeah.
So you got a
Yeah.
44 mag and a baseball bat. You're good.
Okay.
So Bill, you come up and it's wrong. It feels wrong and it's slimy as you touch it, and it smells foul, by the way. But you kind of squeeze yourself into that hole. Like I said, it's about a 3 foot diameter, so it's not that tight. But as you're moving through this orifice, the tunnel is writhing. So occasionally it does touch you, and it's icky.
Is it okay? Does it
I'm
try
right
to like
behind him. My head keeps
flex?
on hitting his
Is
butt.
it, is it like flexing on me or
It
anything?
is.
Or
It is. It is. Yes. And
no.
he
You up like a
disappears in the
fury?
darkness. Who's following?
Following.
Okay,
I'm
you're
following her.
next. So all three of you guys are moving through this esophageal
Orifice.
orifice,
It
and
kind of
Oh,
reminds
what did
me
he
of an
mean?
ex-girlfriend.
it does. And it smells bad, and it's writhing on you, and you hear the deeper you get, the more you hear these strange, almost sexual moans. But
Oh, even more like my ex-girlfriend.
yes,
Okay.
as you move several rounds later,
Okay.
as you guys are moving, it just goes on and on. Finally, Blake, you see a dim light in the distance.
Okay, I'll reach my hand back to and Barry and say, "Okay, there's a dim light in the distance. Let's here we go." Start.
All right. You
You,
guys continue along, and you find yourself exiting a exactly what you entered in a way. It looks identical, a writhing mass with a 3 foot diameter orifice in the center of it. It's very similar. However, the room you come out into is very, very different. Matter of fact, you would swear Blake and Pete, that this is the high school boys' locker room. It looks real
what
familiar.
in the world?
Hmm.
Lady, you don't
They,
recognize it.
Okay,
or
are
maybe
we?
you do. We don't know.
Ooh, oh.
We're, now, so
I
was
am a
this
teacher after
thing?
all.
Was this thing secreting fluids? Was it
Oh, yeah, you definitely are covered in slimy stuff, and you stink.
okay? I want to check for tracks again. Now that that would be more apparent if someone were
Yep. Go
covered
ahead.
in secretions. Does that help my roll at all?
Yeah, just make a roll.
I
Tell me a number.
Okay. I rolled a 17, and
Okay.
then with like hunting would be 19, I
You
guess.
do see there is a slimy trail that goes off to the right for a while.
Okay, I'll stalk it like I'm stalking a prey.
Okay. You guys moving along, and you come to the door. You know this is your locker room from when you were high school kids, and you've come to the door that exits the locker room, which goes into the gymnasium.
Oh boy. Okay. Um, is there another way into the gymnasium from this? There's not, is there? Okay.
No, there
It,
isn't. Yeah.
it passes the coach's office. Is there any indication that that's been disturbed at all?
Nope. Everything looks normal. Although the
What does
lights
Miss
don't
Green
seem to
do?
work very well, they're flickering and they're dim, of course.
Shouldn't even be on. Summertime. Save money. All right. We're gonna go into it. There it is. It's time to die. Oh God, Jesus be with me. And start moving towards the gym. And
So you
what
open the
I'll do
door.
with
This is what I'm asking you. Do you open the door or
well,
not?
Yes.
I am yeah, but I'm gonna do it like just a crack. Like I'll,
Okay.
lean on the bar and hear the lock go off before I press on the door,
Yep.
and then just slowly move the door open and peer out through the
You are
crack of the
looking upon a dense black forest.
this
A
gym has been
forest?
totally
Remodeled.
what? Yeah, this is
Remote.
not. Ah, I turn to look at them as like it's not what you'd expect. So we go. I let them take a look before we go in.
You guys see a dense, dark forest. It's creepy. There's these the trees seem to be oddly shaped, and it's certainly not summer. It looks more like a winterscape. There's no snow on the ground, but the trees have no leaves. There's stones with some of them quite large, with thick growths of yellow and putrid green colored moss. You see the detritus of the forest floor is wet and damp and gives off a foul odor. There are mushrooms that are 3 times as big as they should be.
Hmm. Those look
What
like
y'all
some
want
weird
to do?
trees.
I'll check for her tracks again as we head into the forest gym.
Yep, go ahead.
Okay.
Wait. Well, oh man, I
No,
wish it was
too
a
late, dude.
jungle.
Make your roll, please.
No, I'm gonna
Too late.
go.
Make your
I
roll.
I was just gonna say a jungle gym, but
Oh, okay. Oh, you just want to make a joke. All right, go ahead. Yep.
yes.
Okay. I rolled a 3,
Yeah, no.
so 7.
But you do track yourself up to a signpost, though. Oldie timey looking one. And it's written in a weird language. Anybody here speak any languages?
Spanish.
Um, I speak Vietnamese.
Hmm. Yeah, it's not that.
Uh,
Actually, the only I think Mr. Jorgensen might recognize a little bit. You think it might be German?
the most
Well,
evil of all the languages.
That's true.
that is verboten. Okay. What does it say? Or do I think it says?
What does it say? It is it's English letters. So it says Grotenstein. And the sign is itself
Grotenstein.
an arrow pointing in a direction. And as you look down that direction, it almost seems like a path. Maybe.
Uh, hey, well, I think before we head in there, I'm gonna hit the vending machine, get some food.
There is none.
Shoot. Of course, there's not budget cuts.
I think I
They
read
didn't.
something in the paper where it's like they're trying to go all healthy and whatnot.
Well, they're not feeding the kids in summer school this year lunches.
What are you
All
guys gonna
right,
do?
we're off to Grotenstein.
All right. You're able to actually follow this path. It's not the greatest path. It's almost like a deer path. But for the hunter here, you are able to recognize it quite easily. As you move along, you go across a little wooden bridge with stone foundations going across the slow-moving river. It's not very long river. It's probably like 10 feet. As you cross that, the path becomes much clearer on the other side. And up ahead, you see what I mean. It looks like a movie set, to be honest with you, but it looks like medieval Germany. A little town, a little
This is
village, really, a
crazy.
hamlet, even.
No one here speaks German, I'm sure.
No,
How, what do we do here? Okay,
no. You see people milling around, by the way, at this distance.
Can they see
so
us?
The skies are gray. Now, do keep in mind that you had left the night because the night was certainly full on you by the time you guys entered the orifice. This is very gray and dark, but it's probably still daytime. It is very gray and dark. It's like a super gloomy day, but it's not the middle of the night. That's for damn sure.
Hmm. Well, anyone know how to talk to the locals?
no,
No.
no idea.
All right, I got this, guys. I got this. All right.
Wait,
I go I
wait.
go walking in. I go walking in,
Yeah.
and I walk up to one of the random villagers, and I'm going to just start like, "Do you know?" But I'm going to just wave my arms around like I'm doing some sort of hand gestures that still would make no sense. But do you know a lady walking through here who
Uh,
had a nice ass?
you see a young man, maybe he's 14 or so. He sees you. He kind of saunters up to you and he says, "Where bist du?"
Well, you too, buddy. Uh, okay. Hey, anybody know better hand signals than I do?
Note to self: when playing with Chester, make sure you have language studies.
Uh,
Yes, make
he
sure you know.
he's listened to you speak. He said, "Sits here, Englander."
I heard English in that.
No, no, American.
He kind of looks
We
over
got a
his
town.
shoulder at the people. A
You?
couple of people are kind of coming up. These all look like medieval people the way they're dressed. And he said, "Amerikaner," to the people over his shoulder. An older man, maybe in his 40s, who's has the most magnificent beard ever, by the way, comes is walking over. He has an axe over his shoulder, by the way, and he walks over. He seems German friendly.
It's like kind of cold in any other place beyond Germany.
He said,
Okay.
"Yeah." Well, he says, "Was willst du?"
Um, do you see a lady walking through here, going on over to someplace?
Well, people who speak English can't understand that.
I know. That's just
That's
yeah.
the hard part.
I tried to make a character as hard to understand. I'm
He
sorry.
now he does say something that does sound kind of familiar to you. He says, "Hilda, komm hier." and a lady comes walking over. She's quite old. She's well, it's kind of hard telling this age, but she looks 60. And she walks over and she says, "Ander," and he points at these people and he says, "Englander," and she says, "Are you English?"
Would one of you guys like to talk to them instead of me at this point? I
This
just
is
like to point that out.
it's kind of fun to listen to you, but um,
It's probably a good
yes.
time for you to jump in. I'm just saying.
So yes, we lost. Uh, looking for our guide, a young woman, Mrs. Green.
Uh, we have no Miss Green. Yeah,
Uh, could you please tell me where we are
yeah. This be Grotstein.
and forgive me, but what country are we in? We're in very lost. Austria?
She kind of
Ger-
looks at everybody, and everyone just befuddled by you. And she says, "Hier be Deutschland."
oh my goodness gracious.
We took a wrong turn at Albuquerque.
You did.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
Um. Okay. Shoot, I have no idea where to go from here. Um. Hey.
Maybe,
Ask them if there was any other people who came through here who looked like they didn't belong.
oh, we lost our group. Have you seen other strangers recently?
Just the lady.
Lady,
Where did
where'd lady go?
where'd she go?
She went up the road.
Okay. Oh, which does she give us an indication of the direction, or
She's
there's only
pointing with
one?
her bent and emaciated finger. Yeah.
Okay. Well, I'll
She
bow
ran
to
and said,
her.
I'll preach you down the path of hell.
Uh, I'll say Danke Shane and bow and smile, and that's the only German I know
The only
from
German my
this.
Good
character
job.
knows is from World War II films.
She says "Danke," and you hear the big man with the axe over his shoulder. He's not being aggressive particularly. He just he's probably the head man here. He says "Mo
Yeah.
Mhm.
Gott segnen."
What is up the hill?
That heads up to the Baron's house.
The bear.
Oh,
Bear.
uh, what is is the bird kind and helpful to strangers?
No, he's a bastard.
That's great.
Yay.
Well, let's get going then. Huh. And I start walking.
Uh,
And I use that word because Baron is a German word. Ha!
Hmm.
he's a best. Is an evil man.
Yeah.
I'm currently walking towards
We
the
keep his
Hold
horse.
on.
We keep his
Don't
horses.
catch your weight up.
That's his livery over there. And she points to the biggest building in the village that actually looks well built.
Yeah.
Did she take a horse?
No,
What?
She's
Hagrid
on
would
foot
not
too.
allow.
Hagrid's here?
He's standing behind you behind her with an axe over his shoulder, y'all.
yeah.
Oh, sorry. You're a hairy wizard. Um, let's see. Well, she's a bad lady, and we're trying to but we're lost. And she's, I don't even know where to start. I'm very confused.
You can start
She
going
led a
towards.
holy man down a wicked path.
Okay,
That's all I have to say.
So what are you guys going to do?
I'm already
Follow the
walking.
dog catcher. Follow the dog catcher.
All right. I don't know what else to do except for the same.
Now, you guys know that with this your vision, you've been seeing stuff here or there, and things seem true to your vision, and everyone here seems human, by the way. You don't see anything odd with these folks.
Yeah, just different time.
So what are you going to
Which
do?
is
Some of
one
them
Yeah,
strange.
that's it. I'm going to ask you a strange question, my lady. Thank you for so much for your kindness. But would you mind telling me what the year of our Lord this is?
She looks at you sideways, literally, and she says, "Yeah, this is the year of our Lord, 1682."
Of course it is. All right. Um, I'm going back into the forest. I'm trying to screw this.
What?
What?
Oh,
What? What do you
okay.
mean what?
Party splitting. Party splitting, everybody. This is the part of the show where we all die.
Yeah. Well, what are you guys doing?
I'm going. I'm still. I'm not even paying attention to them anymore. So if he wants to go in the forest, I won't even notice.
So you're heading
I'm
up
still
toward
heading.
the manor house.
Yes, that's what I'm doing. That's
Okay,
what I was already
lady.
doing.
Gee, you tell me not to leave the group, but the group did this to me. Let's see.
I was expecting you guys to follow me. So
But this is crazy. Why would
yes,
I
it
run up a castle
We
at
can't go
someplace in
back. We're
Germany in
just gonna keep killing the creature.
1682?
is.
Oh yeah, they're gonna have the Great Plague, Black Plague here soon, huh? Yeah, we better go back. She goes up and pulls on Doofus's sleeve.
Well, listen, we
Staying out
go
the
back
Black
and we're
Plague.
murderers. We stay here, we're gonna die. Today's just not been a good day, no matter what. So
So
I, they're
follow
just
it
gonna have to.
through.
We're gonna have to make whoever screwed our lives up pay for it.
Yep,
Oh,
up the hill. Let's
up
go.
the hill.
All right. The town folks, about 30 of them, have gathered. You don't think this little hamlet is much bigger than that, and they're just kind of
You're
watching you go
roboty
up the
bubble.
hill, befuddled and curious. You as you're heading up the hill. And it's a well-defined hill, and it goes around a corner, leaning to the left. Toward the manor house, you would assume. There is an old crone that is at the edge of that turn that has been watching the whole thing. And as you go by, she says, "Der Fit, der Teufel ist im Gang." Okay,
Repita, por
You,
favor.
I'm full. I don't need any more to eat. Thank you very much, man.
and you guys head up. Now, as you turn that corner to the left and you come around, you see, sure enough, there's a consistent incline up this path here. It's quite wide. It's wide enough for at least a wagon to safely travel up and down it. You do see gate posts up ahead made of stone, and the gates are wide open.
It is convenient. Let's go.
All right. Uh,
Right.
you guys pass by the gate. You see no guardsmen. You see no people, and you see a manor house that is in. Well, it's fairly well kept. It is a bit grungy. It could use some TLC. To be fair, the hamlet houses are very similar condition. The only building that looked to be in well repaired and well kept was what the lady said was the livery. But it's not a very big manor house. It's only 2 stories. It does seem to have like a barn that has a wall that is connecting the two, or maybe a hallway you can't see. Yeah, there could be a courtyard on the other side of this building. You don't know. This is a large open area here with very mismatched cobblestones in the ground. Some patches are well kept, others are just missing the cobblestones. The only living thing you see here is a very large wolfhound, an Irish wolfhound, that is just kind of laying on the ground off to the side and just looking at you curiously.
Take some of the jerky that I always keep in my pockets, for occasions like this.
Well, he's not moving and he's chained. He's
All
not
right, I'm
barking.
gonna
He's not aggressive. He's just laying there.
mm, just gonna toss him a little jerky. So he's
He
busy doing something.
happily eats it. There is a very large wooden double door sitting in the front. It seems to be the only point of ingress.
Now, while I was chewing on that jerky, I'm just gonna head towards that door.
Okay. There is a large knocker in the shape of a crow's head.
When you say large, or when I see the large knocker and I think of large knockers, and I
Yeah.
picture Mrs. Green and how I would love
Hey,
to see that.
Okay.
hit him on the back of the
Yeah.
head.
Yeah.
Like, oh, sorry. Where are we again? Oh, yeah. Um, I'm just knocking on the door, guys, or we got to do something else.
I, whatever.
Okay.
We're gonna try. Do you want to sneak
Bang.
in? Probably too late. There are.
I already said bang. I'm gonna say bang 2 more times. Bang.
Okay.
Bang. Okay.
Okay. In fairly short order, the door opens. There is a rather tall and very gangly man sitting there. He's in what you would, from the movies you've seen, a butler's outfit, but it's very tattered and old and dusty. And he is very tattered and old and dusty himself. And he looks down and he says, "Ja, und Düten."
I'm on a
Um.
diplomatic mission. Oh, I'm my
That's
friend here.
Guten Morgen.
He says, "Guten Morgen," and you hear a voice from behind him that says, "Klaus, it is fine." And you see this very robust, strong man walking up. His threads are that of a 17th century nobleman, but they are kind of threadbare, to be fair. And he says, "Welcome in Beer mir zun house. Please come in."
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
We enter.
And I know all of you who are listening and do speak German are yelling at me for my horrible pronunciation. Fuck off. Okay. Uh,
I can barely speak English. You can't expect me to speak anything else.
Well, the thing is, I'm more of an academic philologist, right? I don't speak the languages very well. I'm sure it sounds horrible, but the grammar's correct, so I get points.
Yes,
Nevertheless,
you.
we will continue in English here. And this, like I said, he looks like he's probably near 40. He's well built. He seems quite healthy himself. Like I said, he is threadbare. He's where his the clothing he's wearing are running with a burgundy theme. And Klaus moves aside and allows for you guys to enter. And the man introduces himself, and he says that his name is Baron Rickenstein.
A pleasure to meet you, Baron
It is.
Rickenstein.
Please come in, come in. He says, "Klaus,
Have you,
refreshments, please."
oh, Baron, have you had many travelers like us?
I'm assuming you're looking for Miss Green.
Hmm, that's a fair assumption, yes.
Yes.
You a friend
Uh,
of
s-
yours?
he's kind of looking you up and down your clothing, and he sees the armor you have on, the weaponry and stuff. And he says, Yes, I've been wanting to go through the portal myself to see this 20th century. Miss Green has told me much about it. It seems quite interesting. She has given me a couple things. He takes out this out of his pocket a Sony Walkman.
Hmm.
He says, "Have you heard the Iron Maiden?"
Well,
Oh, yeah.
maybe Mr. Boggedy has familiar with the Iron Maiden. I'm
An
more of a
aptly named band, I would say.
yeah, I'm more of a Bob Dylan fan myself.
But he leads you into a room. This is a manor house. This is not a castle or anything like that. And But there is a kind of main room here with a fireplace that is going, and there's a bunch of, like I said, rather old furniture, and there's all kind of old world stuff here with paintings on the wall. There's a little library section off to the side. There's a large table for entertaining and having some dining. Like I said, this is one of those country barons, right? Not one of the big powerful ones. And He offers you to have a seat on his nice settees that he has in there, leather, Italian leather, even though they're kind of old looking. Of course, Klaus comes along with a tray of very hot piping tea and amazing speed, by the way, how quickly he got that to you. But The Baron has a seat himself, and
Green
do
be
you,
joining us.
yeah, hold on a second, lady. Okay. What do you guys do, lady?
Will Miss Green be joining us?
Um, well, that would be up to her, I suppose.
Are you also friends with hers and whatever I don't know what
Pastor
David's
Dave's.
his last name would have
Pastor
been?
Dave. Yeah.
Let's give him a name. We'll call him Dave Fisher, Pastor Fisher. Perfect name for a preacher.
Mhm.
He
And
says, "I did not care for that man very much.
oh, and why would that? Was it the
He was needy."
huh. So does that mean you are also some? Do you summon demons from hell as well as the pastor?
Oh, I have been involved in the occult nearly my entire life. My auntie was quite into it, and I used to enjoy joining her little occult ceremonies. It did it did bright me to the adult world at quite a young age. But we live and learn. I do rather enjoy it, and who knew that one of the old ceremonies would actually work?
Who knew? Um, so that was ceremony. Those are some of the fun ones involve human sacrifice.
Oh well, the
Now,
peasants. Who really concerns themselves with peasants?
oh, I do, and I'll level my shotgun at him and fire.
Oh,
All right,
here we go. Here we go.
all right. Initiative. Well, I'm going to give you first round, but let's just get our initiative going. So everybody roll.
Yeah. Wow.
18.
We're just getting
18.
it.
Yeah, I heard you,
It's
lady.
9:30. He's a bad guy. Fuck him.
Yep. I rolled a 16, and I forget if I had anything to that, but
We'll just go with that. Go ahead, Bill.
Uh, 17 and nimble, so 19.
Okay. Let's see here. It's going to go Bill, lady, me, and then Boggedy. Bill.
Yeah, I'll yell. The power of Christ compels you,
Yeah,
and I'll fire.
only you get a surprise round. Everyone else doesn't. Just you.
Okay,
fair
okay.
enough.
So that was another 17, and at 2, which is 19, and well, I
That
don't know
hit.
if I
No,
do.
you're well past it. You hit. Yeah,
I roll high, yeah.
yeah.
So
So
that's
that's
10.
10 points of damage. Okay. And then you go again, Bill.
Okay, and then I'll fire again. Roll good, roll good. Oh, natural one.
Oh my God.
Oh no.
You're down to 6 on your count on the shotgun, by the way, and so
Yes.
you have 8, by the way, Boggity. And you miss him, and but you do hit the rather large wild boar head that's sitting on the wall behind him, and absolutely tatter it. What a shame. Taxidermy is not cheap. Then would be Lady. Uh, Blake just starts blazing out of nowhere.
Yep. Out of nowhere. No reason. Just a freaking psycho.
The chair,
That's
dodge
my job.
behind something.
Okay, so you
Like,
dodge.
what the?
That's no problem. You dodge. And
Yeah.
so that will make it harder for you to hit. No problem. It's weird, I'm using this little off the top of my head. I'm using a little bit in D&D, a little bit of Cipher, and a little bit of Marvel superhero role playing game.
I noticed all that.
Jesus Christ, dude! But it
That's
works,
fun.
right? It works.
Yeah.
It's my turn. He's not pleased with you because you just put a big hole in his chest, and of course destroying the suit he had in that area anyway. But
And
as
don't forget
he
the boar's head.
he as he oh, that thing is tattered. But as he stands up, he looks at you, and the wound in his chest instantly heals. Instant.
Ah!
And he's
We're
saying,
all gonna.
I do not have many of these suits, Klaus. And as he says this, he begins to change. And that's his action this round, is to change. Klaus, however, uh, this wiry, tall, thin, wiry man, lunges at you. Not lunges at you, he swipes at you, Bill.
Okay.
And because he was right there bringing the tea.
Yes.
And as he does, you see that he takes on the visage of a werewolf, a gangly
Does he
one.
spill? Does he spill any of the tea?
He does all over the
He's
table. Yes,
unprofessional. I knew it.
extremely unprofessional. But he does take a swipe at you, sir. And what's you're a 14, right?
Yeah,
So
that's it.
now he misses you by 1. Okay.
Oh, that was close. All
It
right.
was close. He rolled a 9. I gave him +4. You have this thin, gangly werewolf dude standing in front of you now, and the Baron himself has transformed. He's gained probably a good foot and a half in height. His thread worn suit that he was wearing is completely been destroyed and ripped and fallen in tatters around him, as stands before you a demon. Boggity!
Yep. Well, I mean, I was expecting some tea, but we threw the last bits in the harbor for a reason. So I'm gonna move back a little bit, and I'm gonna shoot him with the shotgun.
It's your turn to stay in the background, huh?
Well, yeah, because I beat the hell.
He
I
is
haven't been able to
damaged.
heal.
You haven't been able to
I
heal.
know.
Yeah, this
I
all
know.
happened
Yeah.
within
Yeah.
a few hours, right?
Mm-hmm.
Go ahead and level off that shotgun, man.
All right, I rolled a 19 and then +4.
Okay, that hit.
So
That hit. And
yeah.
give me a spot roll, please.
Okay. It's another 16.
Okay, now because you have experience with war and guns and stuff like that, being a vet,
Mm-hmm.
you do know weapons better than the other guys. And you notice as this thing has a little recoil. It's nowhere near a real kick. But you notice as it goes down, you kept seeing this little click meter show up, and you have realized that you could actually let off multiple shots a round.
Oh, can I do it this round or
Yep,
do I have to wait?
you can.
Oh, okay. Well, then I'm gonna do it. Uh, big money, no land.
Boggity!
I'm gonna post up. Okay. That's a 13. So it's +4, so 17.
That hits. So you do 20
Oh,
points and just let off like that, and you're a little bit surprised. Blake, it's like, wow, He's better with that weapon than me. But he does let off the 2 quick shots from this thing.
Nice.
You're down to 6, by the way. GOP.
ISEO boys, it's rapid fire.
And back to the top, Bill.
Rapid fire. Okay. I am gonna do some rapid fire at Demon Baron.
Baron Demon. Yes, the Demon Baron.
Baron
Yes.
Demon.
Go ahead.
His name is Baron Demon.
Baron Demon. I'm rolling like crap. I rolled a 3, so that's not gonna hit. I mean 5, 6, 7. So not a.
Yeah.
He blasts another hole in the bore.
No, hold on. You do have an inspiration, and DM
Oh,
advises
yes!
you use it.
Inspiration. Okay. 17. So that's 21.
That hit. Do it again.
Okay. That's a 7 plus 4, so that is an 11.
Nah, that doesn't hit.
Okay.
Lady. Now, keep in mind, this is what's happening here. GOP or Bogety lets off a double shot with that. It takes chunks of flesh out. You can see bone. Bill hits him with another one. It takes more flesh and bone out. And the damage is still present. Lady.
The damage is still present.
You saw him heal instantly in front of you. He hasn't done so yet. Lady, do something.
Yeah, I'm going to take this thing and I'm going to put it right in the hole.
What do you
Understand?
what
So it's gonna
now
go-
now hold on a second.
Take-
Take this thing and put it in the hole. Now
I'm going to take the
you're-
grenade.
I'm
'cause
not
I don't know what you
GOP.
want to call
I'm
them.
not GOP. Okay.
I'm going to take his grenade.
And stick it.
And put it right
You're
in the
gonna-
hole.
So you're gonna throw the
Make sure
grenade
it
at
gets
him.
in the hole.
So go ahead and
I'm going
throw
to
the
make sure it
grenade.
goes in the
You
hole.
can't stick nothing. You can throw. Go ahead and make your roll. If you roll high, then you'll do that.
Right in the
I
hole.
will use the inspiration if I have to.
Sure.
Hey, that
16.
16
have
definitely
anything to
hits.
add.
It does hit because I know you get a couple pluses in that. That definitely it's exactly what you need is a 16, by the way. So you hit him directly with a grenade. It goes off. Everybody, including you, lady, takes 20 points of damage.
Yeah,
Ooh.
it's worth it.
Yep, I'm still somehow not dead yet. I have 4 HP.
That's perfect.
4.
That's perfect. Now, you guys are all damaged from that, of course, and it has concussion. Please give me dexterity rolls, everybody.
All right.
My dex, so that's good, even though I
16. 17.
14, so it's a 15.
Okay.
I'm good. I rolled high. 18, 19, 20.
Okay. Klaus failed his roll. I rolled a 3, so Klaus is on the ground. However, when you gain your senses and kind of get your composure as your ears are ringing, you look at the Baron and he is splattered. His top half is just missing, and he's not reforming. He's seemingly dead. Okay. It's my turn. Klaus stands up and runs away. Boggity.
I am
Shoot him, Jacob!
really, really bad shape. You know, I have 4 HP left.
Yes, we know.
Shoot him!
What are you doing, dude? What are you doing?
Crawling, and I point my gun at the guy running away.
Well, you didn't fall
And
down. You're still standing.
oh, I'm still standing. Okay, then I point my gun at the guy running away, and I just say, "That's what she said," and I fire at
Go
him.
ahead. Double shot him. Go ahead.
The first one is a miss. I rolled a 3, and the second one is a 12 plus 4, so 16.
That hit. And it's enough because he only had 30. And you catch him, you wing him in the side, it throws him down into the wall, and he's breathing very, very heavily as he goes back into human form. Okay, we're out of combat. So the Baron's dead. The wolf will be dead. very, very shortly. He's basically at zero, literally perfectly zero. So he's NPC, therefore he's dead in essence. He kind of taking his last breath as you guys walk up. Boggaty's beat the hell. He's got blood all over him. He's got bone exposed in various places. His clothes is absolutely tattered. All your clothing is tattered. You guys are definitely sore. Everyone is right now right what 20, 30 hit points left, except for Boggity.
Yes.
What do you guys want to do?
All
We
right.
gotta retreat.
We gotta find. We gotta finish this. Gotta find the witch. Burn this place to the
The
ground.
main guy. He was the main guy.
Well,
She
yeah,
was
but
just
she knows.
familiar.
What?
So those
How
people
do?
back in the village, probably.
No, they're just peasants.
They were being sacrificed to this guy. They called him. He called him a bastard. They called him blah, blah, blah. They didn't like him.
No, they didn't. What are you guys doing?
Yeah, he's the
We're
only one.
have to burn this unholy place to the ground.
Let's find her then. Start with the basement.
No, it's
Might be a
just.
vampire or something.
So there's a fire in the fireplace.
There is.
All right. So I'm gonna throw. Take some tongs, pull out a log, and throw it up against one of the walls to start a fire.
On the
Whilst you're
tapestry.
in the house.
I can walk out.
Yeah, we would have plenty of time to leave before it would burn, before it would block us off from leaving.
All right, fine.
But
So you guys light the house on fire and exit. You're standing outside in the
Going to the horses corrals.
well, there aren't. Those are down at the livery. That's what the hamlet
Oh,
is for.
okay.
It's
I
to
thought it
keep
was
his horses.
Okay.
But as you guys come out, the fire is certainly starting to engulf the manor. The poor wolfhound is pulling at his chain, panicking at the fire,
I'll release him.
and he goes running off down the hill.
I'm gonna take a shot. It's probably a hellhound.
it wasn't doing anything.
All right, go ahead, take your shot.
Okay, never mind. If it's not evil.
Well, you don't know. Take a shot.
Yeah, we don't know.
God. All right.
And it is.
I'm sorry. I just rolled like 3 times. I wasn't paying attention. Start here. Natural 20.
All right, you're down to 3, and you splatter the simple
I
wolfhound.
used my 45 on that. I'm not going to.
No, you didn't.
Pull up.
You use your shotgun, and it's down to 3 shots, and the poor wolfhound is dead.
I think that's
That
dog
was
Satan.
overkill. Yes.
Yeah,
Something I never do. So
I look over at Bill's character and I give him because it was a dog, and I give him a little smile and a little tear, and inside of my eye, I'm
Boggity,
proud
you're
of you,
down to
Jeff.
3 hit points.
all right, I'm
No,
gonna try to
yeah.
Okay.
work on his wounds out here in the cold.
Yeah, I'm
Dude,
keeping
I'm
watch
totally
of the
tired.
girl while he
I'm
works
sorry.
on
I'm
his
making.
wounds.
I'm sorry, guys. I've just made one bad decision after another. So
Yes, you have.
I'm totally exhausted, though. I'm just getting loopy now. Well, it's too late. But
You got 12 more minutes.
Sorry.
Okay, so
I've just
you're giving first aid to Boggity, and you're able to staunch his wounds with the various things you have on, as the manor house is fully ablaze now. Pete is kind of resting up against the gate, the stone gate pillar, just trying to get his bearings as you and Lady are kind of just outside the gate having a conversation about what to do next.
Well, I'm
Boggity,
keeping watch out for what's her name.
yes, I know, but you are talking with Bill
Oh,
right now. Okay,
okay.
Boggity,
All right.
as you lean against this pillar, you hear a whisper in your ear. It's Miss Green.
Miss Green.
She says, I can save you.
Go on.
GOP, would respond, please.
I know I said, well, go on.
and you notice that she's all of a sudden draped on your right shoulder, and she's holding you. And she's still wearing what she had on before, by the way. So basically, you have a full, beautiful view. And the drapes do match the curtains, by the way. And she says, "Ah, I know you've always liked me. I can I can get you out of here, and we could be together."
Sounds wonderful, Dom.
So you agree?
Uh, is she going to try and take me? Well, I still have the gun in my hand,
I'm
right?
aware,
I
well
mean, I'm
aware.
assuming. Yeah. So if she tries to like, is she gonna try and pick me up or something, or what's she doing?
Well, do you agree or disagree? That's the only response I need to know.
Uh, I have the shotgun kind of, and I point it a little bit
That's
at her, and then I pull the trigger.
all righty. All right, so you go ahead and you're entering combat. So give me initiative, just you and me.
That's fine. All right, that's 18, and I have one dex. So I don't know. I keep forgetting if I had that or not, but okay, yeah,
Okay, you and she go exactly the same time. I'll let you go first.
And we're all
okay,
unaware of this.
Oh, you're going to be, yeah.
Or we will be.
all right. First shot is a 16 plus 4, so that's a 20.
She has 10 armor class. She's naked, dude.
Yeah, okay. Well, I'm just saying what I rolled, and that's my first shot, and then my second shot is 12. So,
Uh, you're down to two in your shots, and you actually
mm-hmm.
do take her head off. You do kill her, but she acted the same time you did. So
Yep.
she actually takes as she kind of gets angry that you're refusing her. Her face turns demonic. Her teeth grow into fangs. Her eyes become like these bloodshot yellow cat eyes, and as she moving her hand toward your throat, talons grow.
All right.
You are dead.
As I die, and she's dead as well. I just cop a feel of that perfect ass,
Of course you do.
and I die.
That's perfect.
Ah,
Yeah. As you're bleeding out, you guys are sitting there having a chat. You hear boom, boom, right behind you, very loud, and you turn around and you see just Boggaty's just gushing out of the neck, just bleeding out, immediately. He was already badly wounded anyway. And you see what looks like maybe the body of a woman. Maybe it's Miss Green. You don't know because there is no head.
I didn't see her in that outfit. Only he did.
No,
He's
you
dead.
didn't. Yeah, that's what I say. So you don't know,
You
but
think
she is
that's
wearing
her?
what he described, though.
Mm-hmm.
It's naked. You didn't try to save him?
You can't.
I can't. He's
Yeah.
dead.
He's done. He's gone.
I mean, I could check his pulse and say we lost him. A true
Would
hero.
you like to give some last gurgling word as you cop a feel there, GOP?
Oh,
Yeah. That's what I can say.
I'm gonna make a joke about it being America's ass, but uh, I was like, well, my dog kitchen days are done, and I look over at Bill and I'm like, it's time for you to take up the mantle of dog catcher. Do it for me.
Gone. Some of the
No,
townsfolk have made it up the hill now, or are coming over, and they're all kind of have their hands on their hips or scratching their heads. Some of them seem a little bit jubilant, but they're all kind of looking on. They like I said, these are just peasants. They're not particularly aggressive. But Lady and
Yes.
Bill, the manor house is fully ablaze. The Baron is dead. His butler is gone. Miss Green has been beheaded. Pete Boggedy
Our friend is
is
dead.
dead.
P-Bug is dead.
Mm-hmm.
What do you guys want to
We
do?
can't go back. She tells them we can't go back. They're going to throw us in prison, throw away the key.
No, we're gonna become rich with our knowledge of the future. The end.
The end.
We
You guys do kind of trail you way back to where the orifice was, just to check if ultimately it's gone, of course, because you destroyed the
Yeah.
Because she's
connection
dead or
by
he's
burning
dead,
down the
one of the
manor
two.
house. You are stuck in this time. The good thing is that the people of this town are very nice. Hilda is really nice about teaching you German over the next coming weeks while you decide which you want to do. But you are stuck in the year 1682.
That's
Boggett is
freaking
dead.
awesome.
We shouldn't, change the history, so we could just live here.
no change the history. Do it.
Yeah.
Do it. It'll cost you
I'm
to
not
the
going to be
wind,
in a
but do
paradox.
it.
Say,
Anyway,
say
All the
Mary,
men in black will come looking for us for sure.
so
Mhm.
that was.
Mary, I mean, Mary Corbin, will you be my wife and live happily ever after in ancient Germany?
But there's no Snicker
Aw.
bars.
Snow
Sure.
Snickers.
No Snickers. But anyway,
You
I don't
can
know.
invent.
What do you guys think? That was a nice little,
It's fun.
Edgar Allan Poe esque
Crazy.
story.
Crazy.
Yeah,
Yeah, I was. So sorry, I went silly at the end there. I don't
that's
know what I
okay.
was
You had
thinking.
options. The
That's
Baron
all right.
wasn't necessarily murderous toward you.
Yeah,
No,
I
but
figured, we find out this was his thing. This is like he's just fascinated by. Because I was thinking, well, you stop, trying to come into our world, and we'll feed him stuff.
Well,
Not maybe expensive stuff.
he's an effete noble, nobleman that had been raised around occultism, and he just really accidentally opened up
Which was actually a
a
common
doorway
thing
to
back
the future, and he
which is
just so
actually a
happened.
common thing back then too.
Yeah, of course. And he just so happened to open in a pastor's basement and accidentally raped and murdered his wife. As it happens. Yeah, there you go. That's a one shot for you. Hopefully, you guys had a good time listening and enjoying. Perfect timing, by the way. And
Mhm.
We know that that Bill panics, so that's write that down.
no, he
Uh,
got what he deserved. He
he
said he
did.
sacrificed people,
And that's
Oh
what I
no,
so
he did.
like for him.
He's an evil man. But he
that's
wasn't
why I just
particularly being
shot him.
murderous toward you. He was actually quite fascinated because 20th century people. He wasn't being violent toward you at all.
Well,
But
I'm glad I could titillate the psychotic.
How
No,
many black women do they see?
oh, in Germany in 1682, none.
Assume
Unlike
a
Okay.
all
lot.
of the current
Considering
movies and video games.
I was just about to say,
Sorry, I beat you to it, GOP.
yeah, you
Always
did.
stealing your thunder. That worked out really well
Mhm.
though, and Boggedy died in the end, which is beautifully perfect.
he
Yes,
died a hero.
He did.
Died a
yes, that's
hero.
Because
the perfect way for me to end a character. It's the
Yeah, well,
best
because
way.
either way, Bill and Mary were, excuse me, Blake and Mary were stuck in the past. So that your story was ended. But if you
Mhm.
had accepted it, she would have made you what she is, and you guys went on a absolute brutal killing spree together with lots of sex too. So you missed out on that,
Yeah,
GOP.
I did. I did.
Yes, but
But
you
I
took
feel
the
like
Bruce
I did the
Campbell
right
route, which
thing.
I appreciate.
Hmm.
So therefore,
Just,
next week I have to
just
do another one shot, right?
you,
Um,
you do.
yeah, I do. Today I didn't know, so I wasn't prepared, which why there were no slides or any kind of imagery. Since I have a
All
week
right.
to prepare. I will prepare an actual visual one shot. So what I'll ask the players here, Tower's not here, but I'll ask GOP and Lady, um, what genre one shot would you like me to make? Today I did a little bit of Lovecraftian, kinda.
Fine with me. I mean, well,
Well,
maybe not
no.
a Lovecraftian.
What
They're
would you
not.
like? That's what I'm asking. What would you like to do? It
I
doesn't really
would kind
matter to
of.
me. I can do anything.
I would kind of like to try a western. I don't think we
Zombie
haven't done.
pirates.
That'd be fun too, but that'd be something maybe. Well,
Pirate or
like
samurai.
pirates. Yeah, I vote western personally. I think that'd
Western,
be
okay.
fun. Yeah,
Western. Okay, yeah, that's fine with me.
Okay,
like maybe
so
a bit of a supernatural.
Oh, oh, oh
Supernatural Western.
man, I'm missing
yeah, no problem. I can put that
Western.
together
Darn it.
easy enough. So, what do we say then? Because I just threw a little bit of mechanics together, and it worked out well, I think, for what we were doing. But I knew I wasn't going to get too crazy with it. So, what do we say, GOP and Lady, and if you can help with Tower as well?
Mhm.
Can you see? Can you guys possibly just create modern cipher characters? And it has a section in there for doing modern. Just,
Modern.
westernize it. Yeah, just make it western flavored. You guys think you're
Okay.
capable of doing
So the
that?
characters will be Western.
Yeah, 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 yeah. But
Are
I
they
mean,
modern?
just use the cipher system, and in the cipher system,
Yeah.
it has a modern section which has suggestions on what to use for your character. Just kind of taken in a western lean, end of the
Mhm.
19th century type of setting, right? So we have steam engines, we got cameras, we got automatic Winchesters. We're not doing the 1820s. We'll do the 1880s, 1890s in the West, right? Just use the modern thing in Cipher and just kind of make yourself a character. Are you guys capable of doing that in a week?
I should be able to. I mean, I can't speak for Tower, but I mean, I can help him. So
Sure. I
Great
mean, it's
great grandpa Pete Boggedy.
We're doing the same. You'll pick one of
Sorry.
the four things and pick
yeah, no, I know.
Yeah, same thing.
I
descriptor.
Just pick one of the classes, take your focus and take your what is it, descriptor, and take your focus. And like I said, if you go to the modern section, it has suggestions on what to do. Take this, do
mhm.
this. I mean, and keep in mind it's a western, so you don't have any magical abilities. You don't have any. There's nothing supernatural about you at all. You just have normal stuff. You're, you know,
But we
Western
are going to
people.
be
And
fighting
great.
supernatural stuff,
Oh,
right?
well, it's me. So,
Okay, all right,
Of course
cool.
we are. They're
Then
not
I'm
picking
fine with
no
that.
supernatural
so
stuff.
can you do that, lady?
There will
I'll
be
send you something
supernatural.
middle of the
So
week
it's just
Sure.
for your
Yeah,
approval.
just use the system. It's pretty
be
simple. I'm sorry, Bill. What are you
occult
trying to say?
detective for the Pinkerton agency.
Oh, there you go. Now, matter of fact, you
I
guys
was
are
going to
going to be
say be
that.
a
Thank you very much. You both
detective,
of you,
occult
uh,
detective from the Pinkerton.
all three of you are out in the town of Deadwood from New York with the Pinkerton agency. Perfect.
All right.
Nice.
Yes. Perfect. All right,
Good night,
guys.
everybody. Peace.
No, definitely. Thank you all very much. And we'll check you out next week. Keep in mind, tomorrow is off, but we will be back for Drawn and Quartered Ultimate Edition here on Thursday night. Thank you all very much, and we will see you later. Bye.
Goodbye.